It wouldn't highlight the letters.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome back to
And it wouldn't let me drag it.
Downstage
We're
Dungeons.
just jumping right into it.
How's it going, cast?
Oh, are
So
we
good.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm
doggy.
serious.
Oh, doggy, Troy,
No
my
one was
boy.
ready.
What's shaking, biggin?
0% ready.
I needed to.
episodes.
I needed to, like.
Josh
you know,
was
first.
this close to falling
Is
asleep.
this like the cold plunge?
Yeah, you know when the water's like really cold. It's like I didn't want to like.
You just gotta jump right in.
Welcome back to Downstage Dungeons. Hopefully you're all having a beautiful, lovely day today. Hopefully everyone else is having a beautiful, lovely day today.
Always have beautiful.
Yeah, what do you guys check the Twitch? By the way?
Beautifulest,
It is a
loveliest day of all the beautiful,
A whole
lovely days.
I
day.
got you, baby girl. Baby girl.
This day is only beautiful
Sorry,
and
this was
lovely
a tough
because
start.
of your
Someone
beautiful,
was
lovely
talking over
heart.
here, and I looked at all three of you during that entire sentence, and I still couldn't find who was saying.
Exactly like we planned. Well done. Well done.
One session.
We're already messing with him.
Great.
We got him on the ropes, guys.
So,
Let's go.
previously,
Showtime.
in the Adventures of Maximus Ultor on Downstage Dungeons, we fought the big bad evil guy, Lucidar, the sorcerer who is responsible for all the bad thing that's ever happened in the world. In this combat, you guys were reunited with the Dawn Keepers, who were also in the midst of planning or attempting a rescue of one Imogen Lycansky. You guys were sent there to retrieve Imogen Lycansky from her chrysalis, and Joan from her chrysalis. Joan was a lot easier from the clutches of Lucidar and his infernal hand. That was the name of the episode.
Infernal hand.
Yeah. Thank you. While that was happening, oh my gosh, I ran out of intro music because I waited so long to start.
That's crazy.
I'm a live awake alert enthusiastic chat.
Yeah.
And I almost said that sentence though. Stopping.
That came out like you were in a busted up Skype call.
No, it's good.
It was like that one episode of Make Some Noise.
That's exactly what I thought.
Alright, he's scared, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay,
I got you.
so you won the battle. You completed the objective, but not before. What?
He's about to
The
say
way you
something
said
really
you
serious.
won the battle, I was like half paying attention. So one, and so I started counting up my fingers. You won the battle.
The tone is crazy today. You guys were successful in your objective, but not without some casualties, as both Ira and Rowan were both unique New York.
They both died.
They both
Should be
were
dead.
slain during the encounter. Ida was left behind while everyone else teleported away. And during the rescue mission, Rowan's body was sustained for the time being, but then was used as a hostage and executed by Lucidar. Luckily, by the skin of some of your teeth, especially Rowan's, your resurrection rituals were successful. Rowan has now died 3 times, which means...
Let's also remember that he rolled the exact DC.
Yes, the DC was 10. I rolled a natural 10.
I
on the
really
resurrection roll.
should not be here. This should not be Rowan.
Well, now your resurrection DC is 21.
It's insane.
And so if everyone fails their checks on the resurrection, it is
will
just be
impossible for you to be
impossible.
resurrected.
That's
it's just a straight roll.
Ugh.
Don't die anymore.
I'm
Anyway.
not trying.
Hi, Chairman. We're level 15. Yay! Actually, you guys no, I'm just kidding.
No, I
Yes.
Sure,
As
have
Josh
to
said,
be
most
twice.
campaigns end at
In one
level
session.
15.
Yeah, well,
Somehow.
Oh, he did say that. I
Yeah.
forgot.
what did I say?
The
Most
most campaigns
campaigns
end at level 15.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was really.
maybe this is the last episode. Who knows?
I think that's why we're delusional right now, is because we all
know the
didn't
end is
expect
near.
to be here.
Yeah, the D&D group has like met this continuously before. It's weird. Anyway, you guys escaped. You went back, retrieved Ida. Okay, move on.
Are you okay?
Retrieved Ira. This is the hardest intro I've ever had. You retrieved Ira. You retrieved Rowan's bodies, resurrected them, teleported back to the Feywild with the help of Zerkok, the Goblin King, demigod of something.
Sorry. Please continue.
And now, you found yourself back in Elodras, the city of the Eladrin and the temple that Zerkok was in. It was revealed after you had Imogen and Joan back in their chrysali, that Zerkok cast a spell and locked in between the two twins. The magics combined between the two chrysalises were able to complete an awakening ritual. which brought Calvin Lycansky back into the world. I ran out of intro music again. Which brought Calvin Lycansky, the 7th Sorcerer Supreme of Varador, someone who's been missing and you guys have been searching for a long time. His name has been whispered throughout the land for pretty much as long as you guys have been adventuring. He is here now, and immediately, the first thing he did was try to complete this ritual for the Butterfly Princesses, himself being the Butterfly King, trying to pass on his power to his daughters, Joan and Imogen Lycansky, the twin Butterfly Princesses, apparently. During this ritual, Joan, staying in stasis, Imogen, the powerful mage, was able to wake up, and you guys saw a struggle you weren't expecting as she started banging her fists on the chrysalis, her hands bleeding from hitting the power and the glass-like fiber substance, casting spells, breaking out, and entered this beam-like struggle with Calgon's gift as they screamed at each other. Calgon trying to offer a solution for her trials and her scars, and Imogen proudly shouting that she is her trials. So, a little bit of a gray area on who the good guy is, who the bad guys is. The Dawn Keepers are like, Imogen's our girl. We will fight the Sorcerer Supreme even though we just fought a demon and a dragon.
So tired, guys.
So you're in a little bit of a tense situation. Jumping into action, we do have Ida casting Hold Person on Calgon Lycansky.
Insane.
Oh, that's you.
Is his wisdom plus 17? Because that's what it feels like.
So, we return to our session in the middle of this beam struggle, this battle between father and daughter, both trying to do things for the good of the world in their own paradigm, but equally opposed foes. I thought you'd get that as Hamilton. Whew. Okay, we're in Ernaxia. There you can feel the powerful bursts of magic coming from this center beams colliding. Imogen's made of this frost and flame effect, different elements spouting off this very chaotic bolt shooting out from her. And Calgon, the blue and green magic of the gift that he's trying to bestow upon Imogen. So, we will start with his... Well, first, I think Calgon will counterspell Blight. Yeah. And then he will make his save for either Hold Person.
No, Calliope tried to blow.
Oh, okay.
I did no such thing.
Yeah, Calliope casting Blight on Calgon Lycansky was one of the craziest sentences I've ever said about the stream.
It's pretty on brand for her though.
Choices are being made.
The save was a 21.
Yeah, that beats it.
So you are not going to be able to hold back the powers of Calgon Lycansky. You are going to see this beam struggle continue now, as there's another burst of it, even through the protective magics of Zerkok's silver shield that he puts around Joan. There is this, you can even see the chrysalis she's in kind of like be blasted back. More shards of the power that was encasing Imogen is out. You now see her still floating in the chrysalis, but now she has like a foot up out of it, shooting both of her hands forwards and twisting runes, and around it more other runes come out. As she's shooting this bolt, magic missiles are gonna swirl around them towards Calgon and collide. Alright, you guys doing anything?
It feels like he's not getting the message.
What would you guys like to do?
No, he's just probably taking notes, low-key.
I was like, this is awesome.
Just now I gotta de-escalate, let this play out. Because the Dawn Keepers are gonna go attack. Wilbur, Theola are gonna run up.
No. I can only maim people.
I can only name people as
You don't have to attack with the sharp of your axe. You guys should probably do something.
I guess I...
No magical prowess left. I need to take on.
Yeah, Sora is also out of magic spells as we just fought a dragon. The big bad evil
Stop
guy.
really fast. I was dead for half of the time, so
Actually, I lied. I'm gonna go over and
try.
try to restrain him.
Restrain Calgon.
Yeah.
So you're gonna approach with Wilbur and Theola.
Okay.
Anything else?
I hope he doesn't kill me.
It's about a week.
This is.
I don't feel like fighting either of these people.
I really don't either. I don't really know how to interfere.
I don't
right
want to be
now.
like the pygmy. This isn't you. I know you. But Kevin's probably gonna fly up to Imogen and try to like
Hey, chill.
get her eye contact and try and like grab her hands and just like Hey, let's breathe for a second.
So you won't be able to grab her hands
She's still
because
in
there's a hurricane of powerful energy coming off of it towards Calgan. You don't get the sense that she's trying to harm him. She's just trying to stop whatever magic that he is trying to do to her. But as you go up there and you try to like find her eyes and tell her like, Imogen, what do you need? Just calm down. It's gonna be okay. You look and you can't even see her eyes. There's just this burning blue energy, and you can see it like whisking off the side as if it's like an open flame.
Why are you? What are you waiting for?
That's cool.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Marv, as you approach with the rest of the Dawn Keepers that all fail theirs.
11.
Can you still
11
stun
that will
him,
also fail.
Yeah.
even if it
No,
doesn't?
no.
He has to have less than
It's just
150.
like-
You will
I figured
take
against the sorcerers.
I could direct it at Imogen.
But then you're.
15
The
points of
Dawn
non-lethal
Keepers
thunder damage. As you and the rest of the Dawn Keepers who run up to Calgan are just going to get blasted away.
Non-lethal, so I'm conscious or unconscious.
You'll
but not,
go unconscious, but you will
but not making death
not
saves.
taking
Okay,
death saves.
understood.
It was definitely a particular magic not to kill,
Right.
but it was a get off me, and you get launched back as you see
Okay, cool.
Wilbur, even with his Gargus power starting to activate, get blasted away from Calgan.
You're down?
Yeah. Yeah.
So funny.
Very down.
I will.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Marv.
It's worth a
Thanks.
shot. I'm gonna cast Power Word Stun on Calgan.
Okay.
Please tell me he has less than 100.
So
Crazy
as you
concentration.
hold up your Azanite wand, it's going to start to burn, and you are forced to drop it.
Oh no!
What the
Is it-
heck?
Did that expend a spell slot?
No, you weren't able to use the spell. Something's up with your Azanite wand.
Okay, I'll pull out the staff of control of water.
Yeah, that'll
and I
probably be
will-
better.
I will attempt the same thing.
Plus 5.
Okay, he's gonna attempt a counterspell.
7. 9
That's
points of healing.
Can you counterspell a magic item?
He's
No.
not using the effect of the staff. He's using the staff as an arcane focus.
Oh, okay.
Because the
No,
wand,
yeah, I just-
the
okay,
wand
okay.
is unhappy with him for some reason.
Interesting.
Oh,
I think he failed.
really? Well, no, it's not a save. Oh no,
His
for the
counterspell.
Oh yeah. What did he roll?
He rolled a 16.
Yeah, that fails.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
he's-
crazy.
He's stunned for a minute.
That's crazy.
Just kidding. Now I have Calgan Lankett Sky right where I want.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, he wouldn't. Nah, he wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay.
looking-
As you stun him, it's gonna stop the spell, which means Imogen's spell is gonna go through. Which means the beam struggle will end, Calgan's spell will drop, it'll continue into Calgan, and there's gonna be a huge explosion as a little bit of your magic is mixed in with the aura of all this happening.
Sora's gonna spare the
There's gonna like
dialogue.
3 pillars in this place. As this whole place is gonna shake, you see 3 of these stone pillars like fall down. Parts of the roof and the rubble are gonna start falling.
God.
Crap! I did not think I was gonna do all
Destroy the
that.
temple and it all
I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as this explosion of arcane power
Yeah,
is
that's
gonna do a whole
Come on,
thing.
man.
Dexterity?
That-
You
hey,
fail
you
automatically.
encouraged
I
me to
healed
choose-
him.
She healed me.
Cure
okay.
Wounds.
You said, yeah, man.
And I
That'd
feel
be
good
great.
at it.
Maybe.
Do you stand by it at least?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's.
It was a great call.
Ha! Net 20. No consequences.
You will not fall down.
Hooray!
Although a large Rowan-shaped boulder of rubble will like right next to you.
Lucky and Sora will
Oh, look, he's here.
Yep.
Messed up.
Both of my characters will fall on the ground.
Okay. Did everyone else fail?
15?
Saves?
Failure.
19.
You're good.
None of my girls are known for being great at dexterity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not,
the
not,
dexterous.
not particularly.
None of them. I mean,
So-
Sora, Samira's a little dexterous.
Yeah, as this happens, you're gonna see through the mist and rubble, there's gonna be a pair of silver, like, 4 like thin silver dragonfly wings appear behind Zerkok, and he's gonna raise Joan up above as Calgan has disappeared and behind all this arcana.
Can I go check on Calgan being
Imogen's Joan is gonna expire at last, and she's gonna drop her hands. That'll teach you.
Okay, I will
And she's gonna
try
fall
to run
probably
over
on you,
to
Kevin.
Yeah, I'll catch her.
You'll just catch Imogen in your arms. She is out of her cocoon.
I'm gonna kind of like fireman carrier. So
You're
she's
gonna
not
hear a
like,
whisper. I hate butterflies. So much.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
They put
Wish
me
I
in-
wish
they
I had
put me
made
in
some.
a cocoon, Ken.
I know.
I would have rather they keep left me for dead.
I would rather
I
die.
personally am glad that they didn't.
Can I go check
It's like,
on
you know what
Calgan?
happened to me in there, Kevin?
Nothing.
It was horrible.
Is he still stunned?
For a minute, I assume.
He's no longer stunned.
Okay.
Like in a crazy turn of events.
Let's do this one. Sure. So,
Oh, he's probably gonna kill me.
make an investigation check.
Sure.
Sorry, this is Sora. Sora went looking for Calgan.
Oh.
He was like, yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Like he's gonna give Sora guidance.
Well, isn't that nifty? Actually, there is a piece of rubble.
Isn't that nifty?
Gives herself a guidance.
Maybe like
15?
more rocks fall.
So as Sora, with your enhanced ability of sight, you are going to find Calgan Lycansky on the floor. He is in a pool of blood.
I'm gonna go spare the die on him.
You don't need to, but he is like seizing, and there's like pus coming out of his mouth.
Ira.
Okay.
Ha!
I'll go over to him.
Look
Okay.
away.
I will also go over and be
I'm
like,
gonna put him on his
"Whoa!"
side so that he's not choking on whatever's coming out of his mouth right now.
Okay. He's gonna like try to start picking himself up as his body is like shaking. You would realize like this should not have. There's no spell that Imogen or Rowan should have been able to cast to do this to Calgan Lycansky.
No, this is... Rowan is super confused.
Ah!
What did I do? This was not what I meant to do.
Your Azanite wand is still on the ground.
I'll pick it up and put it in my bag for now.
You'll hear Abyssal in your head. How dare! As you put it in your bag.
Is that Exodon?
No,
Huh?
that was not Exon's voice.
Oh.
That was.
Parry all.
Oh.
Question mark?
Dad? He gave you the
When
one.
did I?
You tried.
What?
You tried. Even though the spell wasn't completed, you tried to. It was counterspell.
Oh.
Yeah.
I reviewed the footage.
You did what?
While we
Tried to-
were fighting.
Lucidar.
I'm not ever supposed to target any descendants of Periol with that one.
Oh, shit.
You in timeout.
Rowan's in more trouble. Rowan's in more trouble.
Bro's in timeout. Bro's in timeout with the Demon King.
From the
Who
Bible.
hasn't,
Bible.
Rowan?
I know you run over to Calgan.
Yeah, can I identify how best to help him?
Yeah, chill out,
You can
brother.
try to make a medicine check, but something is very wrong.
Okay.
Can I
Beyond
cast?
any magical effects that you just saw.
Can I cast Identify on him?
No.
Why are you rolling so bad? Okay.
I mean, you can, but it's not.
Doesn't that give you magical effects?
I
on
know, I'm just
something?
helping you out. It's just not. It's not going to help you in this situation.
That's a 12.
12
For medicine?
The best I can tell you is that there's probably a sickness.
Can I make like
Okay.
an Arcana check to determine any magical maladies of any kind?
You may certainly try. Go ahead.
Magical melodies.
Yes.
What a.
Guidance.
I like that.
Did anyone heal him?
I'm working on it.
I cannot.
You're just gonna keep shaking and standing up.
Yeah, I'll do Cure Wounds at 3rd level on
As he
him.
does, you see this blood dripping from his shoulders. It seems like it's coming from around and down, which is also weird because he took all of those attacks from the front. You also see that his blood is red and green.
Yeah, I got a 22 on that
That's
Arcana check.
yucky.
There is definitely something magically wrong with him that was not caused by you or Imogen.
Whew. Well, that being said, there's definitely some sort of magical
green-
condition at play here.
Oh, did I kill him?
I don't.
didn't mean
I
to
don't.
kill him.
Can you make people bleed
Uh,
green and other things?
I don't know.
Zerkok?
That's.
He's flying up there right now with Joan.
I'm gonna try to calm down.
Are you all quite done?
We definitely didn't do enough damage for Calvin to be like this. Can you please come look at this?
24 healing to him.
24 healing? Nice. Yeah, the healing will go through, but it's not gonna fix whatever this problem is. But he will pick himself back up.
Does this look like what was going on with Ian?
No.
Okay.
I thought the same.
As you do that, he will hold a hand up to you. He's not gonna blast you. He's just telling you to stop. It's all right. Thank you for trying.
My apologies.
Of
I
course,
was
the
just.
powerful sorcerer
That
will
was
be
an
summoned back
impressive
because of my
spell.
handicap.
Thank you.
Well done. There's not a lot of people who can do that to me. No, this is not. He's gonna grab like towards his back on his shoulder. This is an old wound. It was not the cause of you.
What did cause it?
I believe you can come down now, old friend. Zerkok's gonna like hover back down with Joan. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. As the Dawn Keepers are like getting up from the Lord, and they're also pretty beaten up. They're like grunting and like. Ugh. Calyx is gonna go over to you, Imogen and Kevin. Imogen, do you want us to keep fighting your dad? No, it's fine, Calyx. Thank you. I think we handled it for now. Although it'd be really funny to see him fight you as a dragon right now. Calyx will go.
That's pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Imogen will step away from you towards Calgan now, as you guys are all kind of curiously grouped around him.
Like a bunch of little kids just like.
What's wrong with it?
Why does he look like that?
Why it look like that? Ew.
So where'd you come from? Zerkok is an old friend, and he saved me in a way. We came up with a plan, him, Charn, and I, to save my powers for a rainy day. I know you've been looking for me for quite a bit of time, and I'm sorry. But my time left on this realm is short. I have days, perhaps, to share my knowledge and power with whoever is willing to receive it. Kind of shoot something at Imogen. I seem to be doing pretty well without your help so far, Calgan.
She didn't even say that.
There's like 10 people here that shouldn't be.
It's an old wound. I did not escape the war of the Blight King without consequences. And though Charin's chronomancy and Zerkok's power were able to sustain me for many years, I'm afraid at one point time runs out. No king rules forever. He's actually going to turn around and he'll lower his cloak a little bit, and you're going to see this just open, gaping wound going down his back and a tear that looks dark and infected, and like the veins from around it are like green and blue and distorted.
Ugh.
And it's definitely of magical nature. As I
Yes,
understand.
apparently the Blight King did this.
Yeah, and I can only imagine that sword was ladled with bad stuff.
Yeah, he's called the Blight King.
I wonder how many
So,
blights were in that sword of his.
That's awesome.
the Blight King's wounds, notoriously, they do not heal, they only get worse. And he's going to try to put it back on. Imogen. Imogen's gonna like turn from like trying not to pay attention or care too much. Why? I know you've been looking for me. my strength and my power. Why have you done this? I never wanted your power. I wanted to learn from it. But I don't want you to hand me anything. I got plenty far without you. And eventually, I'll surpass you and become the Sorcerer Supreme. And when I have that title, I don't want anything to do with you sullying it for what I achieved. And Caligan's gonna kind of look down for a little bit, and then let out this belly laugh. That ends with a little bit of coughing and sputtering. You're so much like your mother. Her face is gonna darken. I don't think you really know exactly what I'm about, and I'm just gonna stop you right there.
22 going on 16.
Shut down.
Well, I can't pass it on to Joan. Any ideas, old friend? And Zarkok's gonna look at Caligan and just gonna be like, just kind of shrug. Is there anything?
I'll take it.
You could split it between us.
That'd be pretty cool.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but unfortunately,
It's a bit of a selfish thought.
no. I understand and I know enough about your intentions, and your power is great. It is not a question of your capabilities, but unfortunately, blood and oath magic don't work that way.
Understood.
Frankly, it was a miracle that Luciana begat twins in the first place, so that my essence could be stored between two individuals of a similar quality of my own blood. It's the only reason I'm speaking to you today, and did not perish long ago. It's the reason why I wasn't able to be a father as much as I would have liked. He kind of says over to Imogen, who's just kind of refusing to make eye contact now.
So does it have to be a lichen sky? There's like
The
12 of
last
them.
name is a bit of a formality.
Of your bloodline specifically.
Yes. I knew very early on that Imogen had a knack for it, and that she would be capable and strong. All of my children had special qualities, whether of the mind, their talent with the arcane, or they were just funny.
Andreas.
But yes, it needs to be my bloodline and someone capable. Otherwise, I would have passed my magic down to my apprentice Sharon long ago. It's actually only because of his efforts in discovering and unraveling the magics of time that I am speaking to you today.
Ethne's pretty strong. Could ask Ethne.
Do you saying that
Yeah.
in character? She has a great power and knack for her communion with nature, but it's the wrong direction. I'm afraid she would be overwhelmed.
Well, it's not going to Andreas. Not Imogen. I think that's all the lichen skies we currently know.
It's definitely none of the other ones either.
Is there any way to
It's Imogen or nothing.
potentially? Well, I mean, if neither of
I'm not doing it. We'll be fine. We don't need you.
Imogen,
I mean,
I have long sought you out as nothing but a luxury. For your knowledge. Nothing else.
Imogen, the fate of the world is at stake.
we all just almost. Actually, we had 2 people die. Because we didn't have the strength.
We just watched. We were simply trying to go in and get you, Not even interact with them. Not try to attack them, not try to stop them. Purely to go in, get you, come out. And I shouldn't be here. That's not even trying to fight. That's not even trying to meet them on their battleground.
Maybe with a little more strength, we don't have to leave people behind anymore.
We don't have the luxury of letting this kind of power go to waste.
Then I'll achieve it, Rowan.
In 2 weeks?
Sure.
Damn. What do you say that? He's like, I'll become all powerful in 2 weeks.
Classic Viking Sky Pride.
Kevin just.
That was good.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm agree.
That's the moment when Kevin's like,
I know it well.
Joan accepted the gift of the butterfly princess, Imogen. Why not you? Because Joan's an idiot. She grew up with fairy tales. I grew up trying to take care of myself. So that I could protect myself and protect others. And then she left. I think we were 9. And my twin left because she was miserable. And I didn't get adopted by some magic fairy man in the sky. No offense. And Zercock's like, no, it's fine.
whatever.
There was a time where I needed you. But that time is past. So, find another heir or successor. Or just die. Whatever you feel like doing. Imogen's gonna walk away from the conversation.
That got real mean.
Imogen has issues.
Imogen needs a therapist. For real, for real.
You all need therapists.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Really?
a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
I like to think that's her day job when she's not in
She's the
playing
therapist for adventurers.
Yeah.
Welcome to therapy!
I'm just imagining like a therapist's office, but just with the realm of fire in the window. So tell me about your pain.
There's really not another Lycan Sky option.
That's strictly a blood and oath thing.
Yes, if it even works.
I hate to suggest this, but there aren't any other children of other partners of yours out there somewhere.
No.
That's a
Just
bold,
covering all of my
it's a
bases.
bold statement.
I have a lot of children, but
Just
they're all from the same woman.
Just covering all
No,
of
it's
my bases.
fine.
That is a bold
Hey, all-powerful
statement.
wizard, sorcerer supreme.
Is it just notorious that they get around? Is that part of the job description?
Hey, listen, I can only imagine that he pulls.
Can I follow after Imogen?
I would like to
didn't-
do the same.
I didn't have children for this purpose.
No.
I stopped being the Sorcerer Supreme because I wanted to be a father. Just the wounds fester. He's actually gonna summon out a staff. That's kind of like the elements are gonna kind of form it from the ground. You're gonna see like air, water, and earth kind of like form out of just the rubble and soot in the floor, and it's gonna form in his hand and kind of make a staff that's held together by energy, and he's gonna lean on it.
What about imbuing it into some sort of focus or object of some kind? Is that possible?
Not really. I mean, I've been able to give Joan great power. He's gonna put a hand on Joan's chrysalis and walk forward to it.
Into the mask, yeah.
You did well with this, Sir Park. Sorry I was hard on you at first. sucker for a prayer in the wood from someone who just wants to feel important, old friend. And as he says that, he kind of motions a little bit towards Imogen. Perhaps I should be sealed again. That there might one day be someone who will take the gift. Zergar kind of puts his head down. If that is what you wish. Is there anything you guys would like to talk to Galgalactus guy about?
I think that doesn't sound totally inappropriate in this moment.
Well, I don't know. He's been pretty forthright with all of my out-of-pocket questions that I've given
That's
him.
true.
So I feel like
He's
we
been
could-
pretty understanding. The fate of the world is in balance.
I think we could throw just about anything at him right now, and he would answer it. Cough, cough.
I have to think of it there.
Cough, cough. Lore session. Cough, cough.
Looking for him for a while.
That we have.
While you guys think on that, we'll go over to Kevin, Ida, and Imogen, and Calliope. Calliope will definitely run on over.
Kevin saw you going towards her, was kind of following suit as like
Oh,
moral
okay.
support for everyone involved.
Awkwardly gonna walk up to stay quiet, but
Okay. She's just gonna go over to where like a broken piece of wall is and look out at the Feywild.
can I check her for wounds?
She's fine.
Kevin, you go.
I was not a talker.
Kevin's just gonna, next to her arms, just kind of mirror her body language, look out at Feywild. It's beautiful, isn't it?
You like green.
She grumpy.
My favorite color is blue.
Oh snap.
Me too.
I'm not here to tell you to take hey man, not here to tell you to take what's been offered. Just want you to know I support whatever you decide.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry.
No, don't apologize to me.
Had a rough month.
Been a rough couple months, really.
I died.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It was like an hour ago, but that's fine.
Gravely blown over in D&D. I died like an hour ago, but I'm good. How are you?
I had a -4 in most things, but we're fine.
She wore that.
Yes, Calliope? Calliope was kind of standing by, just kind of waiting for her turn.
Oh yeah, I have a -4 and everything too. I just totally forgot about that.
Hello there. Sorry, I have a lot of emotions. Calliope's gonna start tearing up. I know it's not really the time, and you're dealing with the whole thing with your family, and I didn't want to interrupt your thing with Kevin and Ida, who's one of my newest best friends in the whole wide world. But I just, I missed you, and I'm sorry I wasn't there. And Imogen and Calliope are gonna
Aww.
big strong hug. They are like best friends.
Cute.
Maybe besides Calliope and her boys.
Aw. Calliope and her boys.
At this point, you guys definitely feel like you're standing there. Well, they're having a really long embrace, and they're both crying.
The two most
awkward-
talkative
Welcome to
people.
Dungeons and Dragons. You gotta do things.
I believe in you, role players.
He said blood and oath.
Are you talking to Imogen?
Just kind of like to himself, more so to Ira. He said blood and oath. So, obviously none of us have blood, but if perhaps is an oath we all take, so Imogen doesn't have to because she's not going to. I don't think anyone would be able to convince her otherwise.
I don't even want to
Anybody
try.
have a suggestion?
It's just a lot of.
Don't tell Ira.
That's a lot of power to.
Did you just suggest casting suggestion on her?
Samira has it.
Oh yeah, free will.
As I said, don't tell her.
It's just a lot of power to. I don't want to say
Throw away.
squander, but squander.
Can't they do? Re-unlock Calvin Leggins guy with Imogen's kid.
Valerian and Jones kid.
Oh, that just got so cool.
I did beat 3 of
Hey, elves.
Solarian the 4th.
Calvin's an elf.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Valerian the 4th is cool.
Do you see any way around that?
The only way I think would be him living longer, but that one did not look.
Nah.
No, he's the third.
Cry.
If you really
Solarian Jr. is the 3rd. Solarian Sr. is the 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Solarian the 1st was a few generations back.
He was the keystone holder.
No, that was
Oh.
Fandrahan.
Oh, never mind. I knew it was in the
Shouldn't have
second.
wasted that name on someone who died 1,000 years ago.
Sorry.
That is a really good name.
So was Jobin the Storm.
Yeah, you blew a lot of good names on.
Barador.
I've used Jobin quite a bit.
That's fair.
Well, he seems pretty set on it being his kin, so I don't know if we could convince him to do an oath.
Yeah.
He said it didn't work like that,
Yeah.
but I mean, you guys can go talk to him and see if there's anything else he can do, or any other way he can help, or just chat with him. You've been looking for him for a while.
Could you
You,
troop
you guys have a habit of
somebody?
looking for NPCs for a while, and once they're presented, you get 2 fun facts, and you're like, so,
Well, I
want a
mean,
beer?
Rowan,
Oh, what am I supposed to do with it?
Rowan's gonna ask about the.
Go for it.
Do you what is it? The one that we're missing is the Keystone of
Sloth.
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 Mm-hmm.
Would you happen to know the location of the Keystone of Sloth?
Not the exact location, but do you
Kevin's
have
gonna
the
perk
map?
up at this.
The map.
With like a clip of what just happened to Aaron.
The Keystone of Sloth.
Is there a specific map detailing its location?
Yes, there's 2 halves of a map that can only be read by a Sorcerer Supreme that will lead you to the... It's gonna look around at everyone being like...
To all of the keystones?
No, just a sloth. It was hidden in a unique way.
Okay. If someone was about to tell me that there
Do
was
we
a map the
know
whole time.
The location to the 2 portions of the map,
Yeah, who has it?
or at least
One... Sorry, my memory's a bit hazy. I believe one was in Enron. The other, I'm not sure.
And they can only,
Yeah, that's
only
not
be
gonna
read by a
happen.
Sorcerer Supreme?
Once they are together, it can be deciphered by the Sorcerer Supreme, which will lead you to something. I don't know. I was the 7th. This happened way back with the 2nd.
oh wow.
Jobin and Guega made an arrangement.
There was a random half of a scroll in the vault that we did a raid on, and Enron
Was there?
freak out.
Oh. I thought you
Probably.
said there was, and I was like,
Kevin.
are you serious?
That would be
Make a
cool.
history check.
No!
Guidance.
No way.
That's 18.
Episode 9. Jones stole something from the trade prince that he showed to Girion. That Girion said was very important that he wanted to show to Sharon. And it was a parchment.
So
So it was
Sharon.
given to Charon by Girion, so I would assume.
No. Girion did not end up taking it from Joan, but he went to go talk to Sharon about it. This would just come into your brain. It's something Joan had when you first...
I have her bag of holding.
Yeah.
Can I reach in and reach around for a parchment?
I mean, there's a lot of parchments in there.
Can we
Stick
pull
your
out
think
all
really
of the
hard.
parchments?
Do you want to
Bagman appears.
Do not say that.
Stick
Well,
the
he was like, I'm
flashlight
gonna
You feel
reach
the
in
grip?
really hard.
Yeah, you'll
I
pull out
cast
a
finger
parchment that's tied together with this little golden thread that Joan has had this. She's had 2 items since you met her. Always. She's had the golden butterfly mask and she had this thing that she stole from Enron that made her wanted initially as the Gilded Bandit in the first place.
This is the thing.
This-
Okay.
Oh.
It's gonna. Is this the first half of the scroll you're talking about?
Can I see it?
I don't know what it says.
It's a crazy turn of events.
It's just that, now, I'm not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore, so by status and oath, I wouldn't be able to unlock. Is he's gonna open? Oh my gosh, it totally is.
Okay, so we have the first half.
Wow!
How long have you had this?
Joe's had it
long
forever,
as-
apparently.
Joan has had this.
As long as I've
You got
known
look
Joan.
over at Joan, who's still asleep in her cocoon.
It's as long as I've known Joan.
At least
You guys haven't like brought this up or gotten it to. She's just had it the whole time.
I've only heard. This is
This
Just
should have
a
been the
lucky
first
hunch.
keystone you
this
went
is
after.
this is a lucky hunch. I just remember hearing about a parchment that she stole and she was going to give
in
to
our
Girion.
defense, we get a lot of half instructions.
We do.
Literally.
Like,
Literally. I was just like whisperings of a Joan stole something and was going to give it to Girion, who was going to give it to Ksharan, and then it never got to Girion, so it never got to Ksharan. And
That's so
it's
nice.
just been in her bag the whole time. This is her bag. And so we have that, and now we know what it is, because I
and
didn't know
you're
what it was.
all caught up.
So the second one then.
Yes, you said split between Enron and.
And I don't know where the second one was.
Do you know?
This
would
was from
know where
Enron.
the second one was?
If I were to place my bets on anybody knowing where it was, it would probably be Ksharan. Where is he? What?
So Sharon's not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore.
Penelope is.
Penelope Chronowise is his apprentice.
What?
So he went to fight Zarod,
He
the
went
Black
to-
Dragon,
he went
and
to-
last we saw, the Black Dragon was alive, and there was no.
A Draconic Premier.
Mhm.
Yes.
He seemed to have
The
aligned.
only Draconic. I mean, there shouldn't be any Draconic Premiers left.
Well,
That
there
was
is.
That too!
That was
Um,
a really suspicious way to say that.
There shouldn't be any Draconic Premiers left.
That is a very specific, oddly specific way to say that.
It's really
What do you
funny
mean?
because
Zachariah Elwasan slayed the last Draconic Premier.
Oh yeah, no, we already met him too. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, so there's three. Sarah,
What do you guys
Sarah-
know? Well,
yeah, we already.
I've been holding onto the secret for hundreds of years.
I thought I just woke up from a deep slumber and had a horrible Freudian slip.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh, you guys know.
That's so.
Well, this has been safe with you, Kevin.
Yep. Taking good care of it. I had no idea it was in the bag.
Well done.
So. Oh
So
dear.
Sharon
So
might
find
know.
Sharon and he might.
Are we on to find Sharon?
Why do we have to keep finding people
Can
who
people
really
just stay
should
in the
be
same
dead?
place?
Is Sharon still alive?
I had no idea.
That was together.
Yeah, both Sori and Rowan both go.
No idea.
No idea.
Why did you succeed your rights to being a Sorcerer Supreme?
Was it after you got your injury?
No, you can get in if you want to.
No. I had a wife and a family that I wanted to know them as they grew. So I gave up my title to my apprentice. Probably before he was ready. I was selfish in that way. So I apologize for that.
He did all
Oh, I did a terrible job.
Hmm?
Well, I'm proud of where they are. I just wish they were nicer. Sorry. To themselves, mostly is what I mean.
And to me.
I deserve every bit of that.
It's complex, for sure.
Do we know about this Blight King war that he's talking about?
Make a history check. Who's making it?
Can I do it?
Either way, guidance.
Can I do it?
I was gonna do.
Okay.
Well, he was asking me Sora or Lucky,
Okay, fair.
and
Oh,
I was
that-
gonna say Sora, but the way you said that made me feel like Lucky would know more. It's fine.
Who's making it?
Sora.
Guidance.
I'm I'm gonna assume all your checks and roleplay are sore unless you specifically state like.
Yeah, Lucky's kind of just around right now.
Yeah.
She went to help.
She's waiting for a ride.
Yep. 17 plus something. What's my history? First one. 18.
So Zora would know.
Huh.
So, about 150 years ago, there was
That was
a
great.
calamitous event that struck the continent of Barador called the War on the Blight King. There were plagues and the undead that infested Pleonora, which cut the continent in half. They both attacked the north and the south. It was the last time that the coalition of Barador came together to fight against a common enemy. Because if you haven't noticed from this war, you haven't really had any help from the dwarves and the gnomes and the tabaxi and the elves so much, besides the Demetrians. But Zaltic has been dead quiet. But it almost swallowed the whole country. But they were just, heroes of the realm at the time, the Knights of Barador, the coalition. They came together and they defeated the Blight King. You have a family member who is very, very close involved. On your mother's side.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's cool.
There was a man named Theoden Thanagor.
Also cool.
And
Dope.
he's, first time he's been mentioned, so
Don't
you
tell
don't need to check
Mark.
notes or anything.
No, I was gonna write it down.
Theoden Thanagor, who was kind of the guy. If you read the history books, there's pictures of Sharon and Theoden fighting the Blight King, like 2v1. And like it's known like Theoden Thanagor and the Blight King were the ones who Theoden Thanagor and Calgon Lycanskye were the ones that defeated the Blight King. That's
Okay, I was like, Sharon?
they're credited with the kill. No,
like,
Sharon
Sharon.
was not born yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sharon's been around for that long?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you have a
Chronomancy.
great kind of uncle person named Theoden Thanagor that is sacred to your family, and he was a hero. He was a high general of the armies of the Elwahon.
Nice. Look at you.
Are you regurgitating all this info back to us as you're...
Oh, yeah, I can show you.
How...
You knew Theoden.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm 20.
right? Sure.
She's 20?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're 20?
Yeah.
I was older than
It
you?
is nice to see that
Kevin's not the
his
youngest in the
bloodline
party.
prospered. He was one of the finest men I ever knew.
It's nice to have that in the family. My mom was the greatest person I ever knew, so probably ran in the blood.
Is there... Oh, sorry. If you were...
He actually takes like quite an admiration to you during this. You can see something in his eyes. There's a little bit of a twinkle of like he sees his old friend in you a little
Oh.
bit.
Aw. I do
Because
look,
Calgon
I
was
look like my mom.
Calgon was young during the War of the
He
Blight King.
misses him.
No.
Because Calgon is full elf,
Yeah.
right? And he was probably around 40 or 50 at the time, which is like
And Baden was human, and how old was Baden at the time that...
I believe Baden was also 40 or 50. They were around the same age, but Baden was a human, so Baden passed probably 10, 20 years later. And they were the guys, Every generation, there's usually like a sorcerer supreme and a guy with a sword, and everyone's awesome.
And it's really cool, buddy, with a
Oh,
sword.
yeah.
Right now, it's Penelope and
Callum.
It's a theme!
Sword supreme and a guy with a sword.
Who is?
Um,
is it Sharon and Gurion?
would have been the two before.
It would have been if Gurion wanted to.
Fan and sword.
So the War of the Blight King was the last time that the Coalition united. Is the Coalition even still a thing anymore? Is there any chance we could call upon that in a grave time of need such as now?
I think that's Callum.
You
We're
could
talking about,
certainly
like,
try.
The Knights of
It's just-
Barador?
My reign as Sorcerer Supreme, I had great successes, but one of my failures was not being able to combat or prevent the selfishness of mortality. As peace continues, complacency settles in the hearts of those who are only here for a short time. It is easier to regard the thoughts of oneself before the thoughts of others. The humans gods became more concerned with the humans, the elves with the elves, just as they did in olden times. As history repeats itself. There wasn't conflict.
Just a slow decline.
The divide of anger and selfishness is one of the greatest weaknesses of mankind.
And the Knights of Berador, none of them left.
I've been out of the game for a while, personally, but
Fair.
as you recall,
The-
the only one you know of still is Girion.
Yeah.
We
And-
haven't seen Larador since the Baleful Woods, besides fake Larador, who was Vivian.
Yeah, he's totally dead.
We have no idea where Larador is. Simon Pagular, everyone else. Callum is technically a member of the Knights of Berador.
Yeah.
Heron, dead.
Yeah.
He was one of the leading figures left of the old Knights of Berador.
Yeah.
There's definitely more Maximus Ultor remaining than Knights of Berador. Next generation, yay!
So we're the ones who take up the mantle. If we survive long enough.
I'd like to answer more of your questions and be as much help as I can, but excuse me for a moment. He's gonna go walk over to Calliope and Imogen, who are still like embracing.
They've just been hugging for the past like 30 minutes.
Imogen's definitely tried to let go a couple times, but Calliope is still there. You won't hear much of that conversation, other than anything that you want to say to Imogen, you can say in front of the both of us.
Tracks.
And then Imogen will shoo Calliope away. Imogen and Callum, or sorry, so many characters. Imogen and Callaghan will have a conversation over there, leaving you guys all together with the Dawn Keepers and Zerko.
Oh. I'll turn to Zerkok. So, we got Imogen back. You know what that means.
Oh my gosh.
He needs staff.
Yes, you wanted a scepter.
Yes.
Sure.
We're just again, just finding my bag here. I was like, there you go.
Yeah, you're gonna see like a silver rift appear in front of him. He's gonna reach in. He's gonna pull out this beautiful ornate brass scepter that kind of goes up and has like two wings coming off of it. On the front, on the top, there's like a bauble of silver light, and his eyes are gonna light up. And from his hands, it's gonna bleed into it and change from brass to platinum. And from there's like little. You want one of these, right? He's just gonna wave it around.
He's very much so.
This is an incredibly powerful item that he's holding.
Yes, very much so, yes.
You are. You can add the Scepter of Silver Wings into your inventory.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome. Can I cast Identify?
Yep,
on
100%.
this?
If he wasn't, I was gonna.
It's most of its purposes as an arcane focus,
Okay.
because you know this is an ingredient to make a different item.
Yeah,
But it's made of platinum. If you
That's super
melted this thing down, it'd be worth a fortune.
Not that
Can
I
you
didn't-
imagine Sneed's face though?
Bite off his own hand.
And that will check off the last thing on your grocery list.
We've got all the things now. That's good.
Can I just, while we're standing around, I'm assuming talking until Calgan and Imogen are done, I just want a second wind and then do a short rest if we're gonna be here that long. Second wind, then short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Zerkok,
Oh yeah, can I short rest too?
was there a reason that you couldn't take both twins?
I only had the one gift and the one oath to bestow. I was on my way to retrieve Imogen from Calgan's instructions when I heard a young girl's voice in the woods. Naturally, when I saw her, I thought it was Imogen, but she just spoke differently.
It's supposed to be Imogen the whole time.
Yeah.
She was praying in the forest after losing her big sister. And she wanted to be special and have someone care about her. So I offered her a palace. It was strange to relate to a young 9-year-old girl in that way. So I made a bold choice. I asked her to be my butterfly princess. She accepted. Until she got tired of it. She left. I promised Calgan that I would watch over his family. So, I tried. He's gonna put a hand on Joan. Those of you who don't know the history, this was pretty much Joan's father figure for most of her life. 9 upwards. Yes?
That's Ira raising her hand to Zerkok.
Yes.
Is there a reason she's still in the cocoon?
She hasn't denied the gift yet. In a different way.
Okay.
So, half of Calgan's power is going to Joe?
Somewhat.
So
More
the-
of mine as well.
I'm assuming these powers would manifest differently in each of them. It's a different portion of Calvin's powers that gets split.
Make a history check.
Guidance.
3. You know, I love my history checks. I'm so good at it.
You are.
Add that to the list and call it 25.
Yeah. Remember, Joan was a paladin.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, Imogen is more on the path of Calgan.
Yeah.
And that side of the Butterfly King, which is all tied up in this mythological lore with Zerkok, right? But Joan's path is more the path of Zerkok and Zyardrin and that more religious, godly power. So it's just different. It's a different side. They're in the same ways that they are so opposed to each other. Joan and Imogen have always been two sides of the same coin, and now that being initially it was both supposed to be one paladin sorceress inheritance,
Yeah.
but now being split in two, more being Calgan's power one way, and not exclusively, because he still was trying to bestow the gift to both, but definitely more arcane paladin instead of master arcane paladin butterfly princess.
All of the things.
Yeah.
Keyword soup.
Some of you, maybe only Kevin was there now, but the Butterfly King has been mentioned as a force that has stopped the demons multiple times before.
Calgan Lemon's guy.
Good old Calvin Lycans guy.
Is there a way he could give her the knowledge without giving her the power? She said that she wanted to learn from him.
He's a sorcerer. He's not a wizard.
Calgan?
He could
Yeah.
be a wizard.
Calgan's a wizard.
Oh, I thought
So
you
is
said
it
he was
a
a
wizard?
sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer supreme.
Oh.
The sort again.
Well, I thought you had just explicitly mentioned outside of him being labeled Sorcerer Supreme that he was a sorcerer.
No,
I just
he's
missed
a. I mean, you don't get too caught up in the class differential thing. At the end of the day, in the lore, sorcerer just means someone who is more of a prodigal, natural power, and wizard is more of a studious
Yeah.
learner. Honestly, like if you look into the lore, Imogen's probably actually a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's fair.
She has a knack for it, even though she's not like a prodigy. She just had a knack, which is probably as far as I would go, and has worked very hard to get where she is.
Yeah.
So again,
Never
don't
mind then.
class box, but yeah.
Okay. Well, particularly if it is wizard, then yeah, there's plenty of knowledge to be given.
I mean, it sounds like a happy middle ground.
That might be what they're discussing right now.
Or, I don't know, we've seen people living inside of other people's bodies.
What I wouldn't,
Seems like the curse is on his body.
what I wouldn't give for his spell book. Oh.
I know, right?
Could go ask him for it.
Can I have that?
Can I have it?
I mean, if Imogen's not gonna accept any of his gifts, why let him
Since-
go to waste?
Since we're all here,
Sensible.
I brought this up to Ara, but I suppose you should bring it up to the rest of the group.
I already
This
forgot.
is strictly an idea. He said it was passed down through blood and oath, or obviously not of his blood, but if
there's a way we make an oath with him. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. I don't know how that would work to split
Halfway.
evenly.
He seemed very adamant that it had to be his descendant. We went through the list of Lycans guys.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That
Yeah,
is
we
what
didn't
I
have to
said.
ask about Viola.
Oh,
Ask about the what?
Fiola.
Viola.
She's been here the whole time.
I know, that's really, really messed up.
He
of
hasn't
us.
said hi.
That we...
I don't think
Does
probably
he
doesn't
know
recognize
she's
her.
alive?
Maybe. She's in Thiola form right now. She switches between Thiola and Silhouette. He hasn't acknowledged her.
That's crazy.
And no one's talked to her yet either.
Sora doesn't know her. And neither does Lucky.
You want to go over to the Dawn Keepers?
Rowan will go over because Rowan did interact with Viola for a little bit.
Yeah. Wilbur and Calyx are sitting with her on a log.
Oh no.
Oh.
And they'll all look up at you as you approach. Thiola's just kind of keeping her head down.
Hey, Viola.
Hello, Rowan.
How are you feeling?
Calyx is kind of giving her little back scratches. Okay.
You want me to go smack some sense into your dad for you?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Said you want me to go smack some sense into your dad for you? He hasn't even said hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, sorry.
Lucky's already moving.
Wait, no, don't. It's all right. My life's weird. There's a really big space between when I died and then I have a little bit of memory of when I was Silhouette, or, I mean, I still am Silhouette, in a way. Silhouette kind of feels like both a part of myself and another sister, in a way. And you know, there are times where the name, however cruel it was, begat to me is a little fitting, you know, being the shadow.
She's so well spoken now.
Being the shadow is sad as hell.
She's been existing in the shadow of
But this,
the gnarliest lineage in Ernaxian
there's
history.
so many Lycans guys with issues, and Viola,
Viola
she's the
just gets
sister
swept-
who died that Zircon was talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, because Viola was the big sister to... That's just so weird. That always throws me off.
Viola's older.
That always throws me off.
So is
really
Joan.
hard.
Imogen's the younger of the twins.
That tracks.
Big time.
That's why her and Kevin get along so well.
I try not to be upset. I mean, my dad doesn't think I'm special. Okay, I don't think he's that special. I don't know him, so I guess it's fine.
You never had the chance to interact with him?
When I was a little girl, but I've lived a whole other life since then. It's hard to. You could like tap Wilbur to follow. What was it? To track. Yeah, like hunting. It's hard to hunt.
Yeah.
But Calliope talks every day about how everything kind of happens for a reason. And Wilbur and Calyx are gonna be like.
Hasn't Theola had like visions of the future?
Yeah.
Callion!
Hang on.
Although it kind of made me happy listening in a little bit, in a weird way. Because Calyx and Wilbur are like looking very surprised at Theola. Theola already doesn't talk very much. Because it doesn't sound like Joan would have found her families if I didn't die when I was little. So I think that that's a good thing, and it worked out pretty good. Because then I wouldn't have found my family either with these guys, you know?
I'm glad you can look on the bright side.
I'm gonna go smack Callion like this guy.
Hang on. Okay, we'll do it together.
I'm
Hang on.
I'm getting angry.
I know.
So
Me too.
Ooh.
It's just mask for now. put on a strong face with Viola. We can go deal with the.
Listen, I have a spontaneous character on deck.
Oh jeez. He's only got a couple of days left in the tank.
Do you know who has a strong sense of justice?
You can probably jump him. Hey, I power word stunned him. How hard could it be?
I don't know.
Where's Rachel?
My life's pretty happy. I've never.
Where's Rachel?
My life's pretty happy. I've never asked to be. I don't have a chosen one. When you think things about yourself, Wilbur's just go a complex. Yeah, I don't have a chosen one complex.
That's so
Yeah.
As much as my sisters who I love do.
That's hilarious.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I think that makes her the perfect chosen one.
You're so funny for that, Viola.
Why?
It's just so on the nose, but nobody ever calls it out because
Oh, I
everybody
wasn't-
just kind of steps around.
I wasn't
it,
trying to
but, you
say
know.
it as a joke. I just try to watch people a lot because I'm still trying to catch up on how to act and behave a little bit.
I know that feeling.
Well, Wilbur says we never stop learning. So he's my teacher. He teaches me lots of things.
How have you been, Wilbur?
Before he said, he's
Oh.
gonna kind of pat Teal on the shoulder. I learn a lot from you as well, little one.
Yeah, it's been a minute. How's life been treating you?
Well, he's gonna kind of motion to himself. When he's not in super powerful Gargus mode, you notice like he has like fur that was once tan that's gray,
Yeah.
black hair on one side, like his hand is a little malformed.
What's it like living with voices in your head?
From what I've heard, I think you know.
That's why I ask.
We deal with a lot for the people we love, eh?
Done some really stupid things for it, that's for sure.
I mean, he doesn't really have a choice.
Hell,
I didn't either.
we'll find out shortly enough if I did or not.
That's true.
I couldn't just let him take her. So,
I always admired that.
contract is a contract.
I always admired that moment. Doing what it took. I respect you for that, Wilbur.
It was selfish.
It was what had to be done.
It was for who I loved. So, it is what it is. You know, his hand, which is like black and gray, and his fingernails are like red and pointed.
It is what it is.
One day, rest will come. One day.
I hope so.
Me too. I'm so tired.
I just died for the third time.
Are you alright?
No, I'm still at 1 hit point.
Cast the level 5
I just-
What's that?
What's it?
23.
Okay. No,
It's crazy.
I really shouldn't be here, and I'm kind of coming to terms with that right now.
Calyx, Viola, and Wilbur will all say at the same time, everything happens for a reason. Oh, are you guys talking about how everything happens for a reason? Because I have a wonderful song I could share about that if you guys wanted to hear it. I've been writing lots of songs now that I have a little bit more spare time, now that we're not jumping between the planes of existence for my lovely boyfriend Wilbur, who is safe now.
We're
she know
literally
about
in
Jack
another
Rick?
plane of existence, Calliope.
Yes, but we were going to like the scarier ones and lots of other ones. We went to fire, we went to the abyss, we went to like a couple of different
You guys
layers.
went to fire?
Yeah, we went to the plane of fire.
Did you meet Ruby?
Who's the Ruby?
No.
Oh, they didn't meet her?
She is wonderful.
She's the guardian of the plane of fire.
Only
Guard-
part-time.
She's not the guardian. She's not the guardian of the plane of fire. She maintains where the fire plane meets the Feywild. So that little fire land area is what she works at. Part
But there's a
Think
whole
of her
She's
as
a
like the
glori-
border guard.
She's a glorified fire monster park ranger.
And that's awesome.
Freaking awesome.
I just want to see
Really
Ruby
amazing.
walk
Love
up and
It's a
look like
fantastic
this.
campaign epilogue.
Smell like
Smokey the
Bear hat. Only you can start fire Fires of worlds!
Only you can stop fires.
Have you ever seen a fire on fire? Woo! Anyway, enough potential dialogue.
Bring,
I
bring
got
me back.
excited. Plate of fire.
Yeah. Is there anything would you guys like to go beat up Calgon like it's going?
I have some choice words for Calgon Lycan Sky. That's for darn sure.
Lucky's pretty mad. She doesn't have a family.
I'll let Lucky lead on this one.
She
and I'll
also
kind of
has a
just-
little sister.
I will also lead on this. Well, I'll let you lead on this one, and I'll kind of just like.
Are you guys gonna go over? You
Oh,
still
yeah, we're
talking?
going-
yeah.
Oh, I was going
Um,
with them.
No, we're just gonna like
We have to take.
go over here for a minute. But
Okay.
you're awesome.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I get a lot of affirmation. Just give a motion over to Calliope, who's now playing a song of her golden fiddle.
Yeah, you have really good people. It's always
Biological
nice to have
dads
good
are
people.
overrated.
I think I'm
So
I mean, I
true.
like them.
I think I'm the luckiest of my sisters, honestly.
That's very.
Statistically speaking, yes, you are.
Yeah, that's true. Although Jones died before too, so.
I think Imogen had died before. as
Oh,
well.
Imogen's died too. She
Yeah,
got
that's why
filed.
she was
I
in the
think Imogen
cocoon.
died.
That's why we're here. actually.
Imogen just died, actually. Yeah.
Well, that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
She died with the worm too, didn't she?
No.
Imogen, no.
I thought she went down.
She went down for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think only Kevin died in the worm.
Mm.
Okay, so
It's
Imogen
hard,
died
it's
like a
hard
month
to
ago.
keep us Viking skies down, I guess. Except my dad.
I mean, he seemed pretty down. They had to seal him in time.
I hope he doesn't die. That would still be sad.
Is there anything that you want to say to him? We can go with you if you want. Anything you got to get off your chest?
What should I say?
Hi?
What comes to mind whenever you think of it?
How he should treat Imogen?
Well then.
That's a great start.
Because that was kind of annoying.
Yeah?
I was gonna stab him.
I saw.
Why don't you?
Like there was just like this moment, and then like Calliope started attacking him, and I was like, "We're doing this." It's crazy.
Do you like that spell?
What spell? She got knocked on the floor.
That's fair.
Sure, let's go. She'll pick up her glaive, and Calix will be like, ah.
No.
Leave the glaive.
No. I was
No,
motioning it. I
We're
was
talking
motioning
to
it
them.
over, and Kayla.
Oh yeah.
Let her have this. Let her have it.
Oh, I wasn't gonna. She'll just drop it into her shadow.
Oh.
That was the coolest thing. Oh, we're kind of opposites. Sorry. Lucky's like daylight. And she shadows anyway.
Okay.
So Samira and
Yeah, we can go over.
Let's go.
Lucky's 6 foot Amazonian.
Is there anything else you guys would like to be doing?
Rowan,
Mark, you
4
kind of
foot
been
3
just chilling on the brink of death for a while.
Yeah.
What's
Very
happening with
tall,
Mark?
angry person and a very small,
I mean,
angry person.
He's just listening to a lot of conversations. He doesn't really know anybody outside of Maximus Ultor here.
This is also, you all have also now
Maybe
seen
a
that
quick
Ida
fire
and Rowan
shield.
are okay.
Mhm.
Which you did not know before.
I have
Wait,
fire.
Yeah.
no, I
Do
can't.
anything with
I can't
that.
cast any demon fire.
I have fire.
I mean, I think you gave Ida
I
a big
can't.
hug.
I can summon
Mhm.
my spiritual
Last time,
weapon.
I can't cast anything.
Not
Demon
right
fire
now.
Okay.
No.
Anything from you two?
I
Um,
gotta go get
Pretty
on
much
back to burial.
any conversation Kevin has had not with Imogen in this room, he's probably had a watchful eye on her. Most of the time, just kind of glancing over, make sure she's
It looks like they're arguing like the whole time.
Yeah.
Mostly Imogen. Calgon's just standing there nodding.
taking it.
And the Rowan, Lucky, and Theola.
Well, actually,
Warpath.
kind of walk up to Marv and I'm not gonna force anything out. I'm just gonna give him a big hug. He's gonna do the Disney character hug. He's just gonna not let go until Marv does if he needs it.
The Disneyland rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna get this hug from Kevin. He's gonna kind of just stand there with his arms at his side for a second. Give him a few pats.
All right.
He's not into the hug right now.
Glad you're around, buddy. There's been a lot, but if you need to talk, I'm always here.
Thank you.
Both actually my last one. The camera keeps getting bumped a little.
Could we have a word?
Yeah. Cool.
I
Gonna
know what
just-
this is about.
Oh, you do?
We're just gonna like go to
Okay.
where there's less ears.
Sure. You find a nice piece of rubble to stand behind.
Nice.
Nice.
Good
rebel.
That is a nice boulder.
Can I ask, why'd you leave me on the ship?
He was unconscious, wasn't he?
No.
Mm-mm.
I had to think for a second.
He was
we went
mad
to
and
go
started
get-
like temper tantrum. He went downstairs in the ship, and then you left to save them without talking to Mark.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Jump him. Jump him.
I love you.
Or I guess jump all of us.
I couldn't risk losing
Speak up a
another
little
friend.
bit, friends.
I couldn't risk losing another friend. And I mean that's I think that's the gist of it. And I didn't want to lose you too. But I should have asked if you wanted to come.
Well, I would have liked to. I understand why you didn't ask, but Ira is my best friend in the world. She's the only one I have. And then, all of a sudden, the rest of you guys disappear for hours. No word. Nothing. What am I supposed to think? That everything's okay?
You're right. I should have said something. I could have. I should have said something. And I'm sorry, mate.
It's okay. Just next time, please let me know.
I will.
He's just gonna give Kevin a hug back finally.
Hug him back. In case you haven't noticed, I've got something of a complex with brothers.
Yeah, I noticed.
So when I have good ones, I try and keep them out of conflict as much as possible, which in this case wasn't fair to you. Good, I'm sorry, mate.
It's alright. Just remember me next time. If you
I always do.
don't mind.
Kevin's thoughts for the next 10 episodes. Nice things from Marv.
I totally thought he was unconscious.
No, he was just really pissed off.
Yeah, he was slamming doors below
I
deck.
remember.
I watched back the
It's a really
episode.
good point. You
Yeah.
just left him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sora's dead.
Yeah.
But Sora was at a spell slot.
Yeah.
Alright,
Hey,
we'll
at
go.
least we can live with a clear conscience, alright?
Our rage party.
Thanks for
rage party of one.
Of 3 currently.
Yes.
Yeah, but
As you guys start going, Calliope's gonna like kind of notice you guys going, oh, what are they? Oh, just gonna keep playing for now. So it's Sora, yes, or is it Lucky?
Oh, this is lucky.
Okay. Lucky, Rowan, and Theola are gonna kind of go walk up. You guys do see that they are definitely mid-conversation. Do we care?
Nope.
Okay. You guys are gonna go up, and Theola's gonna tap Calgon on the shoulder with like a finger.
And we'll
And we're
both
just
just
gonna
kind of
stop,
stand there.
Fury.
Theola.
Furious.
I'm gonna
He's
proc
gonna-
fire shield.
And then Calgon will turn around. Alright, now what should I say to him?
Hi.
Hi! Let's stick for chin out. Hello. Can you believe this guy?
No, I cannot.
Yeah, Dad, why don't you talk to Theola? It's from Imogen. Frankly, I wasn't sure if this was Theola or if this was the creation of Morgrim still, or...
And you just weren't gonna like acknowledge
Well, I was
Oh.
taking
Say
care of...
hi.
Imogen started shooting
I
stuff
mean,
at
you got
me.
more than one daughter.
Oh, are you really blaming me right now? You're right. I'm sorry. Is that Theola? What kind of a question? Turns back to you guys. Is that you? No one's ever asked me that before.
I can imagine the answer is yes and no.
Yes and no.
Just feeding her answer.
Do you need something from me, or I'm glad to see you all right.
What shit, Dad, dude?
Like he is gonna mage hand backhand him in the
I mean,
head.
it's like I did, but what do you?
Just keep going.
That's enough.
It's 5 pounds of pressure. Just laugh.
I'm sorry I don't know you. I intended to. Oh, great. He intended to. That's good.
This is why they all have attitude problems.
I'm so grateful that you found people. Yeah. There's really nothing you can say, huh? You're just... happen to be Dad, huh? You're not really anybody else, are you? No. Everybody else I was has passed. I forgive you. You're gonna see some pain on Calgon's face on that. What do you? I just do. Anyway, you can keep getting them, Imogen. I think that's it. Is that good?
Do you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel good. I got a better view.
Okay.
So
Alright.
I see who he is.
Good enough for me. I'll break
Fine
fire
with me.
shield. I'll be
That's,
like, okay.
that's fine with me. I have everything I could ever want. So, and I just wanted to come check if there was anything here I wanted. So,
Well, good for you.
yeah. So I think I'm okay, and I'm not mad at you, and I forgive you, and nice to meet you, Calgon. Was that good, guys?
That was great.
That was great.
That's fantastic.
Yay.
Cool. You are gonna see a little bit though that she definitely turned to silhouette for like a second, and then faded back in. But she's good.
Okay.
Anyway, Imogen, you can beat him up again if you want. Let us know if you want us to fight him again.
You can beat him up if you want to.
Yeah, I still have a couple.
No, like I said, I came over to see. I didn't know if I was. She's just kind of talking about her thoughts
Imogen-
right in front of him. Like, yeah, I wanted to see if I wanted to fight him, or if I wanted him to be a dad, or if I wanted to be acknowledged. But I don't think I need it. So, yeah, I'm good.
Good for you.
Thanks for being helpful.
incredibly
You guys
healthy.
can get after him if you want to.
I don't have a lot
He
of
seems
skin.
kind of old though.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of skin in the game, and he's a
I feel
little
like I got an
fragile.
oath against hitting
She's
people
funny.
who are gravely injured.
I still feel kind of bad about that power word stun. Full disclosure, it was.
Why? I didn't
Are you
do
saying that
anything
to
to
Calgan or to?
No,
Viola?
to Theola.
well, him like he's not
Calgary
there.
just happens to be there.
He just happens
Like,
to be
eh,
down.
more so in the fact that I came
Crazy.
up after that, and he was like having a seizure on the ground, and like was frothing at the
Yeah,
mouth.
that's fair. It does seem. Well, no, actually, that was after Imogen hit him in the face.
That's true. Imogen got him pretty.
That
bad.
is fair.
Yeah.
That
Totally
really was
won.
more Imogen, so never mind.
Yeah.
What was the
I
cool
don't-
ice fire thing that you were doing? I've never seen that before.
Oh yeah, I'm still looking into that. Sometimes some of my magic is bleeding into it.
We're all just
so
talking like Calgary doesn't exist.
It's kind of beautifully poetic that his prestige that he's had so much is nothing compared to the friendship between you guys and Imogen and Theola.
Power of friendship. Yes.
Yeah, so I've been trying to figure that out. I'll probably ask him about it during our training.
Oh, you're going to train with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze every last bit of usefulness out of him before he kicks the can.
That
Ah.
sounds very efficient. Devin.
I knew you'd turn around eventually.
Just don't tell. I'm not taking his cheap shortcut, but just don't mention this to the squirrel.
I would never.
I want to tell the squirrel.
Yeah, go talk to the squirrel. See how far that'll get you, Sora.
He would love that she attacked Calgon.
Bet he would.
Anyway,
I was gonna say, because how did Calgan know Devorian all that well? Did they ever-
timeline-wise, yes, probably. At least for a time to know that he was one of Charon's apprentices. There's always like a
Yeah.
apprentice ladder,
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
and Charon had
Because Sharn had more.
two that you know of.
Yeah,
Two you
I'm-
know of. Actually, like 2.5, because like Mord was definitely involved.
I was gonna say
early
it was
on.
like Mord was
Yeah.
not a like full apprentice.
Yeah, he didn't stay as long as Devorian and
yeah.
Penelope did.
Yeah.
So you only know of that. There could be more. There could very well be more apprentices of Charon out here.
I wonder if there are more apprentices of Calgan. Maybe we should ask him that.
Go. We were doing this whole thing where we were ignoring he existed though.
I
Imogen
know.
is gonna kind of be like, anyway, I was really on a roll here.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Continue.
sorry. We
continue.
just wanted. We wanted. You know.
Yeah, you know, like when you're on the way to someplace and you're thinking of like speeches in your head.
Yeah.
Did you lose your train
I've
of
got like so many of those on deck, and I'm like, I'm barely into it.
Oh,
and,
alright.
I'm really enjoying this.
Fire away.
Okay.
No, unload. Don't let me get in
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, this is really fun.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go.
Diola's gone.
Yeah.
She walked over back to the Dawn Keepers and was hanging out with Galix.
I want. Sora wants to ask a Circa question.
Sure, go for it.
Um.
Lore reward. Good job. Good job, team.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna ask him if he knew about the other side of the map for the Sloth Keystone.
He had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Joan stole it after he left.
Well, he just seemed like he was in the know on a lot of stuff.
He is in the know on a lot of stuff, but that was a little bit after.
What? I mean, I'll ask Zerkok if he has any extensive knowledge about Exodon.
We're distant cousins.
Yeah, okay. That tracks.
Loeb is in the God Crowns. Sistra is in the God Crowns. Or Sistra is a daughter of the God Crown. So
Is Cyodrin okay?
she is lonely.
I
But
think
she's
there was
alright.
a vision of fire that involved her.
Sounds terrible.
It does. Who,
There's been a lot of
when
really
was that?
gnarly visions lately.
Who had that vision? Was that? I don't remember.
It's
It was.
Joan, probably.
Probably Joan.
No, I thought it was one of the visions.
It was recent.
Oh, was it one of Zazor's visions?
Like a Kyros vision, possible future. I don't remember. It was
No,
a vision
Mark was
though.
the
It wasn't
cliff.
a.
We
No,
didn't
I'll have to
talk
go back
about
and watch
it.
it. I can't remember.
Well, I only say that because the whole reason that we got this this whole fetch quest that we went on, the whole reason that we even came to you in the first place and to get that scepter was because we're trying to untangle a whole mess of things that I apparently got myself into, a contract that I must have made unknowingly.
Good luck.
Well, I stand by it. Based on what I believe that I made the pact for, I'm not positive, but if my guess is correct, it's worth it.
If your guess is correct, there's an Allen waiting for you at the library.
Yeah, I know. I really hope so.
Is there any way you could come back to the mortal realm? I know you did the whole save Joan thing and end up back here, but is there a way for you to come back and help?
My mother has issues.
Kinda goes around.
What? The daughter of a god crown has issues?
That's crazy.
No way.
She's what keeps you here.
Yes.
Insight check?
Sure. Go for it.
Is she like the clingy, manipulative type?
That
Like
was a
the,
7,
you're the
so-
last one I have, don't leave me.
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that what Rowan said?
You guys are out. What's your insight?
Not
Oh.
high.
Okay, well, then,
15.
yeah, so he doesn't care. He's a demigod, and you guys are kind of starting to chat about your personal issues and asking him personal
Is he
questions.
starting to check out?
Yeah, he's like, I'm sure if you brought up something with Joan, he would care, but he knows things, which is great. It's fine to ask, but it's nice enough that he said good luck with your problems that you kind of started talking to him about, and he's just like, okay.
I mean,
luck.
I
He's really not an ally or just rooting for all you guys. He
He's
just
kinda
cares
there.
about Joan and Calgan and that whole mess.
Yeah, that's fair.
So he's a little more detached.
We can't really ask Helgen anything because he's getting laid into. Does anybody have sending? Do you have sending? Do you have the spell slots for sending right now?
I also have sending. What do you need to send to anybody?
do.
I can do it.
Oh,
Calliope.
sure. Yeah, I'll go to Calliope then.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No, it's okay.
Who do you need to send to?
To Nox.
Who is Nox?
He is my stepfather.
She's gonna have a
He-
hard
That's
time
going to
doing
make it
this.
very difficult, Rowan. I was hoping you were going to say something like,
He is.
well, actually, everyone we know is kind of here, except for like Maud. We could talk to Maud.
Oh,
We could
yeah,
talk to
you-
Maud.
You don't know. Do you? Oh yeah, you've actually met Nox. Never mind. Ira.
Yes, Rowan?
Trying
I'm
to
sorry.
insult everybody's usefulness right now.
Really sorry.
You know, out of everybody, there was one person that stayed behind for you.
I was truly, I was trying to do you a favor and save your power for something significant.
I'm not using it for anything else.
Significantly more useful than
Sora
calling my
feels
dad.
real awkward right now.
I was trying not to turn you into
What do you want to say to
to a
Nox?
telephone booth, but okay, all right. I guess we're going with this.
It's a telephone?
You know,
Stop.
you know, there's not a restriction on the Feywild. We could go see Nox and then come back.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask what you guys were doing next because we don't have a ton of plans right now.
Do you guys want to hang out?
We're trying to figure out the. We're currently trying to figure out the contents of a potential demonic contract that I may or may not have made with a certain.
I hate those.
I figured as much.
His body gets taken over by the son of Loeb randomly, and we were
Oh,
trying
no.
to stop that.
Alright, I mean, what were we going to do? What are we kind of hit like that weird middle part of the adventure where like you finish this part of the adventure and there's like this part of the adventure and you're not really sure how it's going to intersect. So
Well,
sometimes there's like a little bit of like a lull.
Well,
Intermission.
I have nothing against you staying here with us, but I do think everybody's next part of the adventure is Wintercrest.
Oh, is that where like all the bad guys are going to go and we're going to beat them? That's kind of what Sharon was talking a lot about that during Dragon School, about how he wanted Calyx to be at Wintercrest when all the armies were there, so he could do his fire breath he does. It's very impressive.
You know what's funny?
Fire breath.
You know what's funny? We also have a big glaring blister that is Davenport.
Oh yeah, Mort set up an internal.
You hate Maud,
castle?
right?
Yeah, he was like my friend, and then he was like, no, my friend is super uncool.
You want to kill him again?
I'd love to.
Fantastic.
I mean, actually, I think that's kind of like part 2 is what we were going to do, because our house is there, and
Yeah,
go
that's
back
true.
to our house, and we were like, a lot of dead people there probably.
You
So
guys
have
want to go back to the Bone Castle?
I
The
would
Bone
love to.
Castle that he said was a level 20 adventure. You guys want to do that right now?
We just
Calyx.
survived one. Come on, let's do
Calyx-
another.
Calyx-
Barely! We barely survived one!
Calyx
You
will-
played dungeon.
Calyx is gonna speak up. He's like, yeah. Despite what my friends want to do, I have a bit of a responsibility for my brother.
Also at the castle.
Yeah, he's there, isn't he?
I'm not sure,
I would wager.
but his eyes, they screamed for help when I looked into them.
You think he's not of his own mind?
I think he's been through a lot. And as the Draconic Premier of the Golden Dragons,
It's the first time you said this.
I need to take responsibility and either bring him home or put him down.
So you're really leaning into it now, huh?
Well, it's kind of my job, I guess.
You
Calyx is the oldest of the Golden Dragons. There's still a Golden Dragon egg and Mabel somewhere that Calyx has at some place.
Where is Mabel?
She's hanging out with Calliope's sister right now because we didn't want them to come. And they're
Good.
very upset with us.
Yes, I
That's
imagine.
okay.
They didn't
Yeah.
like to be left out of
I'm tired of children fighting the problems that the adults of this world have laid out for them.
Speaking of which, Imogen?
What?
Not sorry.
Sorry,
I
my
know,
fault. What?
No.
You really shouldn't keep
like,
interrupting her.
So I know, like, we left the treehouse in Vordarin with a keystone in it and possibly a Warwick in it that's still there.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
like,
I know you have a lot going on
I know
right
you
now, but-
just came back to life, but that's like a big thing.
She's gonna cast a spell. Warwick! She's gonna concentrate on it for a little bit. She's kind of mouthing words.
Oh no. That was the only one we had left, Imogen.
No, he's...
Oh?
He did exactly what Devorian would want him to do, and he moved the treehouse.
Where?
Don't know. Because he has the keystone and he doesn't want to give it up.
Oh no.
So
is
we have a
We have a Warwick with a keystone.
with
There's a freaking
a
10-year-old in this
keystone?
realm somewhere.
the
Which
keystone.
keystone was
I
that?
should be able to
Bubbles?
track down the,
No,
the
no.
treehouse,
Bubbles
but it's
was
gonna
the-
take me a while.
It's the keys. We have a.
Keystone of
There's a
Gluttony.
12-year-old child with a keystone of gluttony
Paragon
floating around in
Assembly
a magic treehouse
5,
somewhere.
Maximus Ultor 0, Sloth somewhere, Warwick 1.
My dog.
Oh no.
So at least the bad guys don't have it.
That's great.
Well,
Except for maybe Darth Warwick somewhere.
Darth Warwick.
honestly,
is
I
awesome.
wonder if we should just leave it.
It's
Just
safe with
leave.
Warwick.
I feel like maybe.
That's a horrible idea, Rowan. That's the worst idea you've ever had, other than the 3 times you betrayed your friends accidentally.
Holy crap.
Low blow.
That's
Imogen.
insane.
Had a horrible day today.
Low blow. I died an hour ago, Imogen.
She
For
died-
you.
She died a month ago.
Yeah,
I
she's
spent it
been
in a
dead for a month.
cocoon. I don't think we want to play the suffering
I'm a
game.
-4 to everything, Imogen.
Leave it.
Talking about numbers, they're talking about
Look,
spell slots and
Telephones.
She's gonna turn back to Calgan and be like, "Look, I'll agree to go back in that ritual after we're done with our training, just as long as you don't put me in that stupid chrysalis again. I swear." You're gonna hear Calgan kind of mutter like, "What's wrong with butterflies?"
Just kind of torn.
Well, while I train with Calgan, we'll search for the treehouse and search for Warwick. I guess that'll be the next thing that I do. Oh, but Imogen, it's the first time we finally got. Do you want us to come with you, or we can hang out and be like the Dawnkeepers hanging out with Imogen while she learns to be the strongest, or something? We could do that. It depends on if you have other plans. I'd really like to go find my brother, Calyx. I have owed you that for a long time, huh? Calyx, you've never owed me anything. We don't keep score, remember?
What did we want to do?
We're going back to
Go
Nox.
back to
Well, I mean, I guess after that.
I guess it depends on what happens with Nox.
That is true. Yeah, we should probably go back to him.
If we find a way to break the contract.
Well,
Then we
let's
should
not,
do that.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, we'll hang out. I mean, Imogen, where are you gonna be? Well, I mean, we're gonna be here for a while, but I need to find that treehouse, so we'll see. Okay, well, we'll hang out with Imogen while you guys go do your errands, because we haven't seen her in a long time. We need to play games and catch up and talk about all of our feelings. And you guys can go to the Nox.
Nox.
Nox. Multiple.
No.
Then I guess.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Then I guess we'll be right back.
I guess so.
Don't
depending
without
on what
me.
happens there.
You're gonna see there's a little bit of a fire in Calyx's eyes as he says this.
He says, "What now?"
Don't leave without me.
Oh, no.
Wouldn't dream of it.
You're a little scary now. I don't really want to piss you off.
Oh, I mean,
Recognize.
guys, it's just, I'm still Calyx.
I'm just a chill guy.
Calyx is still who he is. He's very sweet, even though he is now like a dragon god person.
Yeah.
I'm really not a god. In fact,
Just a king.
I lost to another dragon like 2 days ago.
Another king.
He was a lot older than you, though.
Yeah, he was so big.
He was so big.
Yes, but one day, Calyx, you'll be that strong. You'll be the strongest dragon of all the dragons we know.
The dragons we know.
We know
Counting
3,
the dragon.
4. 4 dragons? 4 dragons.
He counts 5.
Oh, Babel.
Mabel.
5th dragon.
Who's Babel?
I said Mabel.
Oh.
It sounded like
Babel.
I tried to say it. The word got caught on my lips. On
You're
the way
good.
out.
It also rhymes with Grable. And also rhymes with Fable.
I also think we should see if we can find Sharon. If he's alive.
Jeez. Yeah.
I would love to find Sharon.
He does have the answer to a particularly important question.
The other half of the scroll to get the last keystone.
Mm-hmm.
There may be others who know of it as well. Sharon is dead, but
You could also just ask Penelope.
Who else might know?
Penelope.
I've been out of the game for a while.
Did he know Penelope?
Yeah, did you ever
If he did, it's not striking enough of a familiar bell. He also didn't talk to his daughter when she was here, so he's got kind of a...
She's developed. She's the new Sorcerer Supreme, and she's developed chronomancy past what Sharon knew before. I wonder if she could help you. It's like her whole thing.
If there's time.
Don't you dare.
Oh.
Don't you dare. I knew you were going to do it.
I have accepted that my time here is probably well past what it should have been. I've already cheated, but perhaps.
Would you know how to find Calgon? Sorry, Sharon. You are Calgon.
No, he usually just turns up, honestly. I remember it being very difficult to be rid of him. Of course, not when you actually wanted him around, then he would be off doing something else.
Well, it's been a month.
We haven't been able to reach
Really,
him.
really need him.
I would fear the worst. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. He kind of glances at you again, Sora. I wish I could.
You've been out of the game a while. It's understandable.
Any great treasures or other magical weapons that may aid us in
Can you draw us a treasure map?
Hey, listen, my really cool wand that I had for a long time, I can't use it anymore.
Well, maybe you
so-
should have followed the rules.
Well, maybe one of the guys that I couldn't hit didn't.
What is your name,
BBG.
Sora?
Rhea Solus.
Solus.
It's my father's name. He was Soren. Before that,
So Baden was your mother's side.
yes.
Good for him. It was Baden's passion for wanting a family and fighting for it that inspired me to follow my heart. So I owe him a great debt, so is the world. I wish he was still here. I see him in you a little bit.
Until they look like my mother. Well, I knew that, actually. I met her. Definitely not from the beginning.
Funny you should mention. My time is short. He's gonna look at the glowing staff in his hand that's like made of the moving elements. Something tells me this might belong to you.
Do I get something cool?
Nice. Cool Sora! Cool Sora item
The
time.
last thing I got was the Wilbur bracelet.
This was given to me from my mentor, Joy.
Joy Reginald.
Wait, Joy was
Joy
your mentor?
Reginald?
She was the sixth.
But the direct. Oh wow.
We met her descendant.
Oh. Well, this wasn't a. It's an heirloom. It's been passed down from a few masters from the original hands of Jobin the Storm.
Storm sorcerer from item from
It
Joven the
was Storm
Storm.
Kid doesn't make me fly.
If this made you fly, Jobin wouldn't have needed the cloak. I did think about that when designing this one.
It's funny.
And
Hold on,
then you've
I
got to
gotta go
give
to
her
my-
the cloak.
I
too.
gotta go to my other lore page.
Maybe the
ensemble.
Kevin was
needs
just
to
a
be able to
backup.
fly. It's like his greatest
It's
weakness.
Kevin's greatest weakness.
It's his greatest.
I
weakness.
also can cast fly like 80 times a day.
And well, sure.
Take it, but do not be afraid.
Afraid.
Well, it's crackling energy with like, there's like dirt. It's like a full-on like avatar staff. If the elements were all moving around a bolt of lightning that kind of curved at the end.
This is so cool.
That's really badass.
It
I'm so glad I didn't die.
like you know when you put your hand on an orb that has like those lightning bolts on it and like the one strand appears.
Uh-huh.
That
Oh.
kind of happens and reacts to his touch, and you see like each of his fingers has like a strand of that energy on it. So he's gonna put it forward, and he's just gonna leave it there for a second, and as it's left on its own, like a small tempest will like start forming around it. As it like starts like ripping up rubble and grass around it, there's like little bits of wind that pushes aside.
Okay, she's gonna take
If
it.
you go to it, there's a strong wind coming out of it that will prevent you from doing it.
Can I try to move the wind
Yes, you may.
with my storm sorcery? Get it out
So
of
as
my
you
way.
move the tempest to make a little path for your hand, you grab it, make an Arcana check.
Make a
I don't wanna
charisma
fail
saving.
this.
Guide.
Please don't make me fail this.
Guide.
I don't want to.
Am I technically allowed to help her?
This is so
guidance.
And give her the advantage that she so desperately wants right now.
I'm so scared.
Like, this is so important to me right now.
I'll give you advantage since you're controlling the winds around it.
Yay.
And because I'm a soccer mom at heart.
Thank you. Hold on.
And
I
big
have.
money, cool weapon.
Wait, this is Arcana, you say?
Mm-hmm.
+6.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh,
Well, it's a good thing you had
25.
So as you take it, you feel an intense surge in your body and this glowing where your eyes would be in this burning heat. And you feel for the first time, kind of for the first time, like the hard sensation that you feel here kind of like burn as you hold this in your hand.
Whoa.
Does it like hurt?
A little. This energy is surging through your whole body and it is focused here though.
Does it
That's my arcane
does
focus.
Does she look like Thor right now in that
A
one
little.
scene?
Nice.
A little. You can see like where her eyes would be. There is a glow of like this electric energy.
It's so cool.
It's like pure white.
How do you
What do
Sort
you
of
do?
kind of hot right
I
now.
mean, I'm
Hold
probably
on.
gonna touch maybe under the band, trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, you feel the hardness of it,
Right.
but like there's something behind it.
Okay. She's gonna take off her bandana.
Yo.
Yo.
Oh,
So she's done this before, but nobody was looking. But now she has quite a bit of eyes on her.
Hey, yo.
You do see the magical red stones that fill where your eyes usually are that grant you your true sight abilities.
Oh, you had rocks there the whole time?
She has scars all around her eyes.
Hmm.
Not in flames, but it looks like cuts, scrapes, and stuff. So these kind of work like glass eyes,
Right.
if you'd like to.
Take one out. Yeah.
Would you like to?
Mm-hmm.
As you do, you take it out,
Ah.
and instead of like the understanding and perceiving and the true sight of the world that you get, you still technically have it because these are both gems of true sight in your eyes
Right.
that Girion gave to you. As you take it out, you see the areas around you as if in a constant storm, but not in a way where it's violent, but you can perceive the world around you in this dark and blue, and you can see in this Feywild, like the trees that are kind of erecting in the middle of this place in the stone, you see the life energy moving through the rocks and the winds. It's not true sight, but it is a different way for you to see.
Storms.
And you guys see like a flickering, like it's like there's a lightning bolt where her eye would be now.
Huh.
That just kind of flickers, and you absorb the magics around you. You'll have advantage on all Arcana checks that you can see with this.
When I'm holding the staff.
When you're holding the staff, because it's showing you how magics work. It's almost like a detect magic, but it's more like instead of being this is magical, you see the magic living and breathing and existing in its wake.
That's super neat.
There are other effects that you would probably need to cast a spell to.
Like
No.
cast identify.
I can
Sure.
also cast Identify.
So I can't.
No.
That's hilarious.
I will cast Identify.
Okay,
Alright.
this is the staff of the second.
Oh!
Staff of the second.
This is just
The stack of
His
the
staff.
second.
This is Jobin's staff.
That's right. I feel like I have to
This will
give
be
you
your
the cloak
ultimate
now.
weapon. for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah.
that's so
I was just like the other day. I was like,
Cool.
Sora didn't get her transformation.
You
out
have
of her
you
arcana.
have advantage to Arcana checks. You can see.
Hold on.
You can also you can see now in that normal way. Not like you don't see like in colors and stuff too. You have more of like a color blindness, but it absorbs the magics around you. You could still use the glass eye gems of true sight, or just hold it to use the magical. You also have 2 gems of true sight that you can add to your inventory if you.
Yeah,
take
I
one
was
out.
gonna say maybe we can make them into glasses.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cute.
Lightning and
I like
lightning
that.
and thunder damage dealt by your spells cannot be resisted.
Ooh.
Oh.
No more zap tag.
I already had that. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, even like abilities and magic that would half and resist it won't work. If your lightning and thunder spells would have the target make a saving throw, on a failed save, they make an additional Constitution saving throw. The target will be paralyzed for 1 turn if they fail.
Ooh.
So any of my saves.
Any of your thunder or lightning spells where they make a save, if they
Lightning bolt?
fail the save, they will make an additional Constitution save. If they fail that, they're paralyzed their next turn.
That's cool.
You also have +3 to spell attacks.
Oh!
That's your
+3.
Not even the one.
So
did
plus
that.
12.
Oh. That's freaking
bananas.
awesome, dude.
Staff of the Second.
That's
Am
sick.
I max? My spellcasting set's not
A
max.
Feywild
If I
gift
found
from
something that
Calvin.
gave me +2 to charisma, or did a
Or you
elemental
just take,
adept.
or you just take an ASI at 16.
Yeah. Well,
Oh wait, no, you're
no.
multi-class.
It'd take me a while.
You're not in an ASI for either of those.
14 maybe.
It's
I can send all that information to you later. If
Yes,
you'd like.
please. I would appreciate it.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, it's every 4, so
as
it'd
you
be
hold the
4,
Staff
8,
of the
12.
Second in your hand,
ASI.
4, 8, 12,
you can
16.
16.
kind of like how the
only
shadow
difference is
magic
rogues and
works.
fighters.
If the elements and magic is around
rogues
you
have them
at
all,
all,
too?
you can
Rogues get
summon
one,
this staff from that source. Like if you release it, you can choose to lower it into the ground so you don't have a constant Zeus lightning bolt.
Can I summon it from the air?
Yeah, you can like move through the air, and the air will move into the other elements and gather.
That's really cool. Okay. This is crazy.
You carry an incredible legacy,
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
and he's gonna actually take a little bit of a bow. I'm honored.
I'll try my best to live up to it. Thank you. Ron, I got a really cool staff.
This is my person has accepted everything from Calvin today.
Is it divulged to the rest of the party that this is the staff of Jobin the Storm?
He said it.
Oh, okay.
He said the staff of the.
He said it was passed down to different mentors. Probably
okay.
has been in the hands of at least 5 Sorcerer Supremes before that have used it
That's
actively.
insane.
That's so cool.
That is the Staff of the Second, and you don't need to loot anymore. Just gonna mark that green.
Gonna mark that.
Oh. Interesting.
Interesting.
That was what Sora could find about looting.
Interesting.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do? Dawn Keepers, Feywild. The Dawn Keepers are gonna hang out with Imogen
16
until you
is
guys
next,
return
so
or
maybe 18.
have your outing.
Can we do a short rest before we leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Sure.
cool.
So as you gather yourselves beneath the awkward family drama, the power, still resting with heavy emotions from your whole day today, you guys can take a short rest while we go on a quick break. We'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes. Thank you guys for watching so far. Continue to do so.
Can I have a question for Calvin when we get back?
Hey, welcome back! We're playing Dungeons & Dragons, we're in Feywild.
Heck yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Wild.
Are we going to do some Feywild magic?
Feywild magic.
Perhaps, but first, if anyone from the party would like to do something before leaving Elodras, you mentioned you might have a few more interactions you'd like to have with Zertok, the Dawn Keepers, amongst yourselves. Kevin, we'll start with you. You said go first.
I have a question for Calvin. Sure. I'm gonna pull this up really
He
quick.
just handed a really cool staff to Sora, and now Sora was the first person to be nice to him today.
I healed him.
Got the staff like.
Hey, no, I said sorry for stunning him.
And then you did this.
No, I didn't.
Sorry for stunning you.
No, I
I'll do it
went.
again.
We went up to him very threatening,
Oh,
though.
yeah, I can do that after. But it was
Cool.
because
So-
it was for Theola.
You've been around a while in your capacity as Sorcerer Supreme. I had a question about a certain prophecy that maybe you might be able to shed some light on, if that's all right.
Yes.
It's. I have it written down. The first part. I don't know if there's parts before this or there's parts after it, but and he'll read the first paragraph that was.
A child of sapphire scales and molten gold eyes shall herald a destiny both dark and bright, for in the gleam of those ancient orbs the rise of fate shall be both star and storm. Yet if this child falters, fails to call the dark, the shadowed one shall stay entombed by night.
And as you can see, I have blue scales and golden eyes. However, I have 2 siblings that look exactly like me.
Yes.
I was wondering if there's anything more you knew about that, or if it's something you've heard, or I have a lot of questions.
We all agreed to be very careful with the information regarding the prophecy. I don't know it by heart or have it written down. But there was a child. The prophecy came from a child. There was a dark temple held to the god of time. As Exodon had very strong influence over the people. Much like all the other children of Loeb, they are master manipulators. And when there was a child born, a sage, a very powerful sage, he could not only see into the future, but he could see multiple futures of multiple worlds. The prophecy was a result of torture. The pain and the emotion would force the young boy to see more and more futures. And so the demons came, burned him, and they tortured him until they told him what they needed to know. It is likely that the enemy needs at least one of your siblings alive. Or you. For, according to the prophecy, which it's hard to know what is set in stone and what is yet to be written. But according to the prophecy, the success or failure of bringing Exodon into this world and this world turning to shadow will rest on the actions of one of you 3. Whether it be for the success of the enemy or the success of light.
Do you remember do you remember the child's name?
No. I was not directly involved, but I remember the secrets.
We had a run-in with Lucidar very recently, and he said something to me that I was reminded of it as you were speaking. Something along the lines of I was no longer a contingency. I was no longer needed. You think that was maybe in reference to
the prophecy and that it's maybe one of the other two?
It's hard to know for sure. But perhaps he's growing cocky. Your brother remains alive, yes?
Yeah.
We're in the 11th hour. Perhaps he's being kept for his role. Or for all we know, his role could already be completed. It's impossible to tell. But don't give up. There is always hope. Plus, there were a lot of factors in the prophecy.
Is there any more of it you would be able to divulge? That you're willing to divulge?
Of course. It's just, again, it was never to be written down between the secret keepers of the prophecy. One of them was myself, king of whichever king it was. Nox was a secret keeper of the prophecy as well.
That's what I got the first
I
one.
tried with him.
We're getting old.
He's wait, you. How well did you know Nox?
It was part of my duties as a sorcerer supreme to learn what I can. Of course, I have found myself in no haven. He's a friend.
That's my dad.
Really? Interesting. Kind of looks between you and Sora.
Pieces of his old porky.
That's so cool!
And Joan. Or Imogen. And
Yeah.
Imogen. Imogen's Calgon.
That's yeah. We're actually about to go back to him right now. We that was. I'm sorry. Did you have anything else?
I was just curious if there's anything more that he was able to tell.
I'll try.
I just
See what he
worry I just worry about my sister.
Oh. I can't speak of your sister or the enemy's knowledge of it. Again, I just got here.
That's fair.
I'm sorry I wasn't here for it all. I was more careful in my youth. I could have been here the entire time and done what I can. It speaks of the son of the Demon King. It speaks of princes of light and shadow. It speaks of the Storm Crow. It speaks of the Eye of Oblivion.
Mask of Oblivion.
Yeah, we could hear something similar to that. Yeah.
Of course, my face.
Fury of the maddest soul, Fury Unchained. I remember that as well. I don't want to misspeak. I'm trying to be careful. I heard it multiple times.
Child of Storm, is that something that's mentioned as well? Is it Child of Storm or Child of Star?
The Rise of Fate shall be both Star and Storm is mentioned in the section of the prophecy that you know. Which is the first, that's how the prophecy starts.
But that could just be metaphor for like hope and chaos. Or light and shadow. Something like to that.
Of course, Kevin's fate is twisted with Zazor somehow. It's awesome.
Zazor's cool.
I remember there's the search, and I don't know if Sharon completed it for the two princes of light and the two princes of shadow.
Two princes?
Two princes of light, two princes of shadow.
Yes, there were four mentioned in the prophecy.
Callum's one.
He's gotta be one.
Talarian's probably another.
It's entirely
Two
possible.
Princes of Light.
Two princes of shadow.
Two princes of light. I thought Talarian was a prince of shadow.
That is true.
Well, I mean, Lucidar is son of the Demon King, which would make him a
Prince.
Prince
Demon.
of shadow.
prince of shadow. I
We
mean,
know that there's two of those.
Their work is vital. if the four princes are not there at Wintercrest, it is written in the prophecy, mind you, so who knows? But if the prophecy is correct, if the four princes are not there, the world is doomed.
Shit.
Valerian, Callum, Lucidar, and Arthur would be 2 princes of light and 2 princes of shadow. Do we know any other princes?
Does Girion count?
Garen's not a prince, though I count him. He's got prince vibes so bad.
He is the son of a lord and lady, but not a prince.
Yeah.
You can read all about it in the Stonegrow novel.
Yeah, we don't know any other random successes to.
You know lots of. There's princes in every castle and
Yeah.
kingdom. Gareth is another Denethrian prince.
Yeah, I thought that one too. Anyone want to speak up about being hidden princes of their country and or homeland? Anyone orphaned at birth and don't know your origin?
Nox
Anyone
is
else?
definitely not a king.
Yeah, Nox is just an old coot. A very knowledgeable old coot.
I mean, yeah.
Definitely not a prince.
Technically not a prince. Mav?
Mav, are you a
Only
prince?
princesses here, I'm afraid. Image is gonna be like, don't you dare call me
Well,
that.
yeah. Ira's like a religious princess, I guess.
Callum?
Please
Wilbur?
don't.
Wilbur, are you a secret prince?
Not a prince.
Close to a secret prince?
I have a high standing in my country and known to have a little bit of influence. And
Do you guys know any more princes?
hold on, I'm scrolling down to the lore page you just asked about.
Wilbur, are you a hidden prince? We haven't been to a ton of countries.
Mm-mm.
Vania is
Good.
a place where I have a lot of influence. But, you know, other side of the world, Carbeum and all that.
You're from Carbean.
Oh, yes.
That's rare.
Yes, it's quite a long way.
How did you get here?
A boat.
You crossed the Dark Sea. No.
Cross the Awoken Sea. People cross the Awoken Sea all the time.
Do they really?
Yes, it's charted.
Uh.
The whole reason it's called the Dark Seas because it's uncharted. There's no map.
Oh.
now.
No one's
I-
ever
I
crossed the
thought it
Dark
was-
Sea.
I thought
Because
the
of the
Dark Sea
water.
was between the 2 continents.
Well,
guess
I
it's
mean-
the
Dark
Awoken
Sea is on this side. Awoken Sea is east. So if you go east enough, you hit Carbeum. You can
Whole
also
Olympic
go.
Pacific situation.
You can also go northeast to find Northern Dune, and you can go northeast, but further to reach the Bexiar Islands. Those are the 4 charted continents as of this year.
Talarian might know more princes.
That's a safe bet.
There's lots of princes in the world. I don't know exactly what constitutes someone being a prince of light or shadow, or any hue.
It also could
What are you?
be highly metaphorical as well.
I don't know. Prince is pretty specific.
Could simply just be an inheritor of a force of some kind, but not necessarily of royal.
Do we know how many of those?
There's been a lot of people working on this for a long. We're pretty sure Callum's one of them.
That's a
Yeah,
safe. I think
He
that's a
is,
safe
he is
bet.
extremely chosen by the goddess Elwia, and his magic is so light.
Very.
Yes.
I think Talarian's a prince of darkness. He holds an Azanite scythe.
They don't. He doesn't know Talarian Jr.
Yeah, but he knows the other one.
Are
He
you
knows
not
Talarian.
talking about King Talarian?
No, we're talking about Talarian Jr.
The third.
King Talarian.
No, the
No,
third.
the third
Oh, next generation.
Yes.
Right.
The second died.
is dead.
Yes.
His expression will soften. That's a mighty loss.
He was corrupted by the Wrath Keystone and his Azanite scythe, which now.
Now the younger one has.
You know, Azanite is a tricky subject, like he's in the back.
It is a very tricky subject. I agree.
I see. I wish I could be of more help. I would speak to other secret keepers. Nox. I would be surprised if the Stormcrow did not know.
I think he's a prince of darkness too. And alright, now not technically a prince.
Could be metaphorical. It could be loud.
He is definitely metaphorically a prince of darkness.
Yeah, the Itoru one is really the only one on the nose, from what I know.
Do you have any other explicit knowledge or dealings in Exodon?
He sucks. He's,
I know. No, I know that. I know that very well.
well, his chosen vessel before the current was someone that I slayed before on this first attempt to get the Keystones.
Saddam? No. Oh, so that's prior to that. Who was the one before?
What was the first attempt?
It was... What year is it?
14 something.
1479, I think.
It's probably about 100 years ago.
Right? So, am I crazy? 1479? Sounds right in my head.
His name was...
It's 14 something.
Yeah.
I have it written down when Haru and Samir died.
His name was Therdras. He was a son of Len.
Who's Len?
Make a history check. Old
Guidance.
Testament.
Do you want to do it? You want me to do it?
Can we advantage
Sora
it?
asked.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Help action?
Or not?
Ernaxia mythology.
I'm sure if we can like
Guidance.
help somebody remember
What
something
would?
that way. I'm gonna think really hard with you, but I'm gonna teleport all of this
15.
stuff into your
15?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's more like.
So, 75,000
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
With all the time.
75,000. Didn't he say it was like 100 years ago?
Exactly.
Yes, but you asked about Len.
That's how I imagine
Oh,
that.
okay.
Not the son of Len Therdras.
Oh, okay, got you. Who's Len?
So Therdras was he's
I
a
do
young
that with my
man
mom all the time.
that apparently tried to do what Lucidar's job, but Calgan killed him. But 75,000 years ago, there was at the center of Lonaria, which was Pangea, there was the Woefall, which is what in most history books separated the continents of Ernaxia. King Krail was the leader of the Elves, the booming elven kingdom that shut off the borders because he married a woman named Len, who ended up being a manipulator, the daughter of Exodon. Daughter of Loeb.
Good heavens.
What else can I give you? Len married Krail. She is, what'd you roll?
15.
15? Okay.
Wait, so would that make him a demigod? Because Len would.
No, not exactly. I mean, in the chain, yes, but, you know,
Not really.
demigods bleed. Len is more of a demigod. Len.
Imogen did die of the worm. It's in my notes. She was brought back by Silhouette.
Good to know. I'll remember that for her resurrection.
No, she didn't die. She was.
She's been allowed the whole time.
Hey,
teacher.
Don't make me throw something at you.
Imogen is asleep. She's asleep, sleeping, sleep.
I knocked Sora out with a shovel.
Sorry, I was looking for the year.
Len is written to now be one of the first and queen of the Dark Elves that live underground. Considering that there was a son of hers that popped up 100 years ago, she's probably still alive and on Ernaxia.
Interesting.
Sounds like a breeding ground for the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah?
Is Exodon a Prince of Darkness?
No.
Because he's the son of Loeb?
He's the one who will bring the calamity that like he is the doomsday. Here.
But he could be a Prince of Darkness.
Anyway, that's who Len is. She's pretty cool. Maybe you'll see her. Maybe you won't. Maybe campaign 2, maybe campaign 3. Unless you guys try really hard to go see her for some reason. Probably could figure it out.
Is there anything else we want to ask, I guess?
Kev will, like, specifically, I don't know why I said it that way. He's just going to shake Calgan's hand. Thank you for any knowledge you've imparted. It's helpful.
Thank you for watching after my daughters in my stead.
I love them very much.
Good.
continue to do so. As much as I can.
Big dad smile.
I'll walk over to. Okay, I know you're probably getting a lot of mixed messages from me over the courses of our interactions. However, that's not to pretend that I don't immensely respect you as a spellcaster and understand that life is incredibly complicated and things happen. I hope that you can find peace, and I do ask that as a fellow magic enthusiast, if you have any final things that you could potentially impart on me. Selfishly, I know.
I've only just met you. Let's stop signing things.
Stop what?
Signing things. Just from what I've overheard.
Yeah.
Good luck. Shall we get started? I'm talking to my friends! Gosh! Okay.
She's reverted full teenager.
Dad, stop! I'm trying to talk to my friends right now!
Ice cream is stupid. Ugh!
Okay, well, the Dawn Keepers are going to hang back here with Imogen. Would you like to depart? Or is there any interactions you'd like to have with each other? You mentioned you wanted to talk to Sora. You could also walk and talk through the Feywild.
Zercock?
Yes.
Excuse me, can you send me home? My sister's like all alone on a boat, and she doesn't.
Just from whence you came?
Yeah.
Sure. Turn around, the doors will.
Thanks. See you around. Call me if you need anything.
Bye, Lucky. We will keep you updated.
Thank you.
Bye, Lucky. Tabler.
Stay safe. There he is.
He's here too.
Yeah. Bye, Tabler.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye, Dawn Keepers. It was good to see you again.
Oh, Lucky, it's going to be. It's so thank you for coming, and it's so nice
Just gonna
to
pick
see
her up
you.
in a bigger bear. Clappy, you stay sunshine.
Okay.
He's so cute.
Let us know if you find any princes of light and shadow, and we'll come running right away to pick them up.
Yes, we'll look out for them on the water. Not high hopes, but you know.
Yep, and don't run into any water monsters or anything scary things of the deep, and stay afloat with your head held high, because you're beautiful and smart.
Is there wood anywhere nearby?
Probably on your ship.
Just feel like she just put all the things out into the universe. Thanks, Clappy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Furiously knocks on wood as soon
Yeah,
as
it's
she
like
gets
we're all the knocking.
Any of you guys like to say Lucky before she parts?
And so, one thing. Please keep my rabbit company.
Oh, okay. You know, I think Jackie likes her quite a bit.
Wonderful. They get really sad when they're alone.
Yeah, I can tell her to spend more time. We'll let it up on deck. And
Okay.
maybe put up a bunny gate around.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bunny gate.
Alright, call me if you need anything. I'm out.
Bye, Lucky.
Bye,
A
Lucky.
few days pass.
Hope you
Lucky
find
makes
bed.
the bunny gate on the deck, and there's just a mysterious splashing sound from over the side.
That's why I put up the gate.
It's not canon. It's not canon.
How dare you?
Lucky is a magical tinkerer. She'll make it a magic gate.
Alright. Goodbye, Lucky.
Goodbye.
Okay. Do you want to talk the story?
I would.
Does this want to be a walk and talk starting to travel in the Feywild, or before you depart?
It can be either. I think walk and talk is fine.
Kev will just want to say goodbye to Imogen. If she's staying here to train with Dad.
Sure. You want to do that now real quick, or?
Yeah.
Sure.
I like the human mouth.
It's
on
kinda
the
like
dragonborn
awkwardly shuffle up. I'm assuming she's.
She's sitting
Yeah,
down with her head
conversation.
on Wilbur's shoulder right now.
I'm sorry.
Or it'd probably be Calyx's shoulder.
Looks like we're headed off. Maybe it'll be kind of both of them then.
Snapped at you, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
I'm so tired.
I know. It's okay. You've been dead for a while. I'd imagine you're pretty exhausting.
Kind of death. It's only for like a second, and then I could hear Calliope trying to call me through the cocoon.
So late.
So late.
Both of you, stay in touch if you can. We'll try our best to.
Come get me before you go. If we're going to where my brother is, or if it doesn't come up, just call me.
I wouldn't leave without either of you.
I'll have to go with Calgan and track down Warwick while you guys do your other adventures.
That's fair.
Sorry. Well, when we save the world, hopefully we'll be a lot less busy. Rowan said we had 2 weeks for some reason. Is there like an actual countdown?
I have
Or
no idea.
No,
This is
I just kind of threw out a number to add stress to the
I told
situation.
so many people we would be back in 2 weeks.
I told my mother 2 weeks. Are we not expecting that? Should I tell her a
This
different?
is the first I'm hearing of a timeline.
I definitely told Callum.
Okay,
I thought that we all
I
agreed
was
that we were back
just
for 2
trying
weeks.
to add the stakes.
no, like
Imogen was being
you are
really-
the third person to mention 2 weeks because I mentioned it as a joke once with like a character that wasn't. I don't remember even who said it initially, but there's no specific 2-week timetable.
No, I just threw it to raise the stakes
So maybe-
because Imogen was being really obstinate.
I understand, but
Maybe
I
we
told
put,
everyone
maybe
we'd
we
be
put the
back in 2
timeline to
weeks.
bed.
I just told
It's starting to
Imogen.
freak
That's
me out.
all. I'm not like spreading this.
Let's
I'm not going around
let's-
like the end is near.
Let's
2 weeks.
let's put the timeline to bed. It's starting to freak me out.
Kevin,
Yes, sir.
in your brain,
Mm.
is it working? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do this. Do I say hello? Kevin? Kevin? Sorry, I did something.
You counted hello as 2 as well.
Kevin?
You did.
Kevin? Do I... Is that... It's gonna be just stammering and then
Do I recognize the voice?
make a history check.
No.
Shoot. This could be really
This is not easy to recognize.
Does nobody know how to
Ira,
use
could I
this
get a
thing?
little
Guidance,
bit of
guidance,
magical help,
guidance.
please? Thank you. Oh, okay. 28.
Whoa! That's Dimitri Poldrinson, Isle Demetrius.
He has
I'll-
all of our sending orbs.
I'll respond.
Sure. Did not expect you to get this check. Didn't
That's
even know your history could go that high.
He's got the intelligence band.
I got guidance.
Yeah.
Dimitri? Hey, man. What's up? You have 25 words. Hope you're well. How's Talarian? I'm here to help. In the Feywild. I have 3 left.
Love Kevin. That's how he's ended a lot of sending.
Love Kev.
I just rolled a natural 1 on a D100.
Oh. That can be good.
Great. Okay. I'm not gonna hear back.
Okay.
There's a 5% chance that the next sending fails.
Oh, okay.
It's the if it's across
Gotcha.
planes of existence.
All right.
Natural
Crazy.
That would have been a divine intervention.
Would have been.
1. Maybe. If I love it.
It was weird. Imogen, just gonna like nod towards Calgan in his direction. Go easy on him. Or don't. You don't have to.
Just gonna take your arm. Thank you.
I thought that was the answer.
Give you a text.
Squeeze her
She'll
back.
probably give you a hug before you go. Her hair smells nice for being dead for a month. Smells like butterflies. Don't touch.
I'll tell her hair smells nice, so I'm not gonna say what it smells like.
Really?
Flowers? Nectar?
Weird.
Oh, it's Smells nice to me.
Oh, whatever those scales that are on the rings.
Well, that was great. Let's go.
I'll see
Let's
you
go now.
Alrighty.
Yay!
If there can be a blushing color in Kevin's face, it will probably just darker blue.
Probably
You guys see
purple.
Calliope?
Oh,
And
no.
as soon as you leave, she's gonna drag everything away and start whispering.
Well, that was awkward. That's my fault.
Okay, shall we go on the Feywild adventure? Back to No Haven.
Everything is awkward.
Yeah, let's go to No Haven.
Yeah.
Great.
Back. Go back.
Marv!
Hello.
Been quiet, roll a D100.
Adventures in the Feywild.
71.
Q.
Not a divine
Go ahead and
No,
talk to Sora
definitely not.
if you'd like to.
What?
Nothing right now.
Oh.
I feel like this is gonna make me really uncomfortable.
Laura wanted to roleplay.
Sora?
Ira.
I just wanted to say sorry.
Can you guys try to speak up a little bit? We're all talking real quiet.
I just wanted to apologize.
For what?
Telling you to leave. And then dying.
Are you apologizing for dying right now?
Is this off to the side with Sora?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The amount of not your fault in that statement is crazy.
Well, I'm sure leaving for you was hard, and then you had to come back. Well, thank you for leaving and listening to me, but that's stressful, and I'm aware of that, and I just wanted...
I would never blame someone else for my choices. Anything I feel about that falls on me. Though I appreciate it. I'm sorry I left you to die.
No, that's what I asked you to do.
But you still died. I killed you and Rowan.
You did not kill us. The dragon killed us. Well,
So
the dragon
it's-
killed
so
me.
it's not your fault. Just like that's not my fault.
I was apologizing for the stress, not that I died.
Right, but the stress was the fault of the situation. Right.
Right.
There was no Lucidaran dragon to make us need to escape. There was no guilt in leaving people behind.
Great.
But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been a soldier for a long time. It's not the first time I've had to leave someone behind. And while that doesn't make it easy, I guess there's a numbness.
That's an interesting descriptor for that.
I guess it hasn't hit me yet.
Hasn't really hit me either, which is weird.
Yeah, it hit you like a dragon.
Like a dragon jaw.
Probably about 3 hours ago.
Are you okay?
That's kind of overwhelming right now.
Yeah. Honestly, it's better for me that both of you are alive, so I don't feel as bad, but I still feel bad.
It's fine.
I don't think it's fine. Do you want to talk about it?
Not right. We've got stuff to do.
I mean, we have this whole walk through the Feywild, and if I know it will take at least 3 encounters.
You look over and you see Marv is currently talking to another head in a hole with the vine coming out of the bottom.
Marv, just
We'll get
cut
to
it
that.
off.
We'll just get to that in a second.
2 more.
Fireball!
It's the same exact encounter you rolled.
Really?
Last time. So it's going to be another head.
Marv,
I'm
just give it a
present.
present.
Throwing another javelin down there.
You look over and see Marv talking to it. It's just going to... This one's silver.
Yeah, silver javelin.
They were brothers.
Nice.
I was going to play that out, but that worked too.
That's just such a funny image. What?
No, I think I'm okay right now.
Okay, but if you're ever not okay, let me know.
Okay.
Even if you just hold my hand.
Can we do that right now?
They're gonna hold hands.
It's a lot safer to cross the road that way.
Yo.
I don't know. That's kind of cute. How about it?
Rowan, do you need your hand held? Are you feeling bad about dying again?
Oh,
Would it make you feel better?
I just compartmentalize like crazy.
So that's a no. You don't want to hold our hands.
Well, I mean, I won't say no. I'll
Hold
go
Sora's
over
hand.
and I'll hold Sora's
Marv,
hand.
you come back and everyone's holding hands. For you and Kevin. Some nice healing there. Do either of you want to connect with Ida or...
Yeah, I'll grab Ira's other hand.
Okay, you guys are going to hold hands through the Feywild.
It's really cute.
Isn't
Yeah, cute of us.
We all skip.
You know,
have to
as you
see
hold
that.
hands through the Feywild, I'll only do one more D100 roll, because it is safer to cross the
Power
street.
of
when you're holding
friendship!
hands.
Aww.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take.
Ida, roll a D100. It's probably going to be the 1 through 10.
91.
Oh, no.
Would not be
I would not have been
There.
done.
No, she
would
saves
not.
the good rolls for divine intervention.
It's
We
when
won't.
I need the.
Once a week.
At level 20, I don't have to roll. I just
Once
get
a
it.
week, and the first time I
Actually,
rolled.
yeah.
That's insane.
That's the level 20 thing for clerics.
You gotta save
So
that
cool.
shiznits.
Blood animals.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You gotta save that for Wintercrest.
Perfect.
Weird.
Ida,
Oh, jeez.
as you're holding hands with everyone, I guess you'll all hear it since you're all holding hands. You hear a loud belch
Oh.
coming from your back.
No.
Gross.
It's not the bag, man.
Oh, I was like, that's mean. I have
gonna
no
be
spell
pissed.
slots.
Why did your brain go there? That's
Because that's the
It's a
sound the
giant
bagman
From,
made.
No,
from a bag.
It was a belch. It was definitely a burp
I'd give that a strong 7.
From a bag?
from your bag.
What?
How would you not think Bagman?
Because he said Bill.
Oh, let go of Marv's hand, I
Wow.
guess.
And
And then turn to
Kev
face
will
Marv.
offer- Kev will offer his other hands
Okay.
and walk like this.
you want to reach your hand?
Fiddle
Yeah.
on the roof style.
He just said it's not
It's a
the
19 to
Bagman,
hit.
and I don't believe him.
What the hell?
Barely.
You take 1 point of piercing damage. As something bites you.
Can I just like look in the bag? See what it is?
Sure.
Is it
As you look in your bag, you're gonna see this almost complete circle little sprite in there. He looks kind of like a tiny little goblin, about this big. He's like blue. He's like bald on the top and has like just a mullet. Very, very fat. And he's munching on one of your gold pieces right now.
Does he have the Keystone of Gluttony?
Can I help you?
Swallows
You're gonna lose
the
another
coin.
gold piece.
Another?
Yeah.
That was the
You'll have
first-
to look at that later. Or you can look now, I guess. You don't know how much gold you lost.
Yeah.
15 gold pieces.
That's
Oh!
crazy. Including
Also-
the one he just did.
Yes, you also no longer have rations or water.
Oh.
And
Sorry.
what else is in your inventory?
In the bag?
Yeah.
I have calligrapher's supplies. I have 3 healer's kits.
We lost a couple quills, some band-aids,
A priest pack and a herbalism kit.
some herbs.
Oh, my scale mail's in there.
Go on. Just kidding. Yeah, he's just gonna keep eating.
I will grab him again.
Ah! He's gonna like grab one more gold piece in his hand and start eating it. Ah!
What are you doing?
So let me finish first.
Inflict wounds.
Really? Okay, make a spell attack.
That's insane.
It's a full necrotic spell from Ira.
Spell attack.
I love it.
18 to hit.
Roll damage.
Kill it. Murder it.
What is inflict wounds? A level
Just
1.
shrivels up.
15 gold coins and a couple of feathers fall out.
That's 3d10. That's crazy.
Yeah,
For a
inflict
level
wounds
1 is
dope.
crazy.
Roll the damage.
Probably has like 3 hit points.
It told me to wait.
Oh, it's
Reduced to atoms.
13.
So a irritable Ira, because you guys are all watching this. She tries to shake it loose and it finishes eating its gold piece and is talking to it. He goes, 1 second, swallows the gold coin. You're just gonna see Ira's like eyes like flare with magic. A small rune will appear like underneath this thing. Like, well, actually, it'll appear like on the back of her hand. She opens her eyes and goes, like a balloon. The sprite pops and explodes. You can have 3 of your gold pieces back. As it combusts, it is gonna get ichor and goo on Marv and Sora.
Bless you.
So
Bless.
you sure you're doing okay?
Bless you.
Haven't seen you slaughter anything ruthlessly in a while.
I think that's my first one, actually.
I've seen you damaged.
I don't
That
think
was
I've ever
just
killed
before.
anything
That was
Sure,
a
before.
side
that
of
was
you
necrotic.
There's a side of you I've never seen before. That was.
That's the first thing I've killed, I think.
Ooh.
It's like,
Does anyone have any
is that
alcohol?
necrotic I saw?
I think Ira needs a drink.
We do have that wine. Where did that go?
I think I have it.
I usually have a small amount of scotch on me.
Well, it would have told you anything about the area that you would like as long as you let it keep eating on no parties.
No, it already ate half my stuff without asking.
You've been
Pissed.
traveling with the party for a while.
He was in her bag for a while.
He probably plane shifted with you guys.
That's hilarious.
How did it not die when I died?
It was on the outside. It's funny.
I almost feel bad.
I do feel bad. He
The
was
worst fate for the
slaughtered
scamper.
for eating something.
For eating half my stuff.
Those are gold
Don't
coins.
touch Ira's gold.
All of
She
which
will
were
explode you.
replaceable.
Those are gold
He didn't
coins.
ask.
Anyway,
Consent is key.
So free will's only okay as long as
he had the free will to eat her gold pieces, and she had the free will to explode him. Yeah,
After dying, it's
all is
fine.
fair.
and removed all of his free will.
Elia is chaotic neutral.
I am so concerned right now. Is there,
Well, actually, it's more lawful neutral.
is there a bunny nearby?
No. Anyway,
I thought that would soothe Ira.
any interactions you guys would like to have with each other before reaching No Haven?
Well, that was new.
A lot of awkward. I'm gonna get some water.
Kev will, for the remainder of the trip, probably minor illusion some bunnies in front of Ira, just to like, oh, Ira, look, a bunny, it's really nice. It's not real, but you know, it's,
Okay.
you know.
You guys know the face I make? It's that every time.
Like, what's
Lauren sees a bunny face. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, you guys will enter the fog before going on another route to enter No Haven.
Into the No Haven.
Time to hang out with our wolves again.
Okay. Welcome to No Haven. What's up?
I get
We're gonna go to the library.
Is there a new talent here?
Straight to the library then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to do anyway.
I don't have
Okay.
any gold.
Except
so.
unsign a demonic contract.
Which
Nothing
we have
crazy.
to do at the library, so, you know.
Okay. Yeah, you can go straight to the library.
I was like, we're gonna be able to unsign.
Can we- I mean-
Outside of the library, you will see Weiss.
Hi, Lise.
Rowan, come quick.
Yeah.
Oh, shark.
Okay.
It's Farron.
Coming. Oh. Yeah.
Another one
I'll
came
run
back?
over.
So he will run around the library onto a lower route
Okay.
and will lead you down the spiral of No Haven. It kind of goes on a lower route than out, then back to the base of the tree, and then there's this path that looks like it's not tread upon very often. That goes down and down and down until you reach the Ebon Rift. So, he's going to lead you into a room. Cavion's here as well, and he is kneeling next to Farron. Tan owl, probably looks the most like Rowan of all the other owls. As he is laying next to, you see this big circular black, it looks like two black trees kind of come and intertwine, and then above it, like branches stick out almost like horns and antlers that kind of come out across it. You see like burned and burnished wood and black walls in here that have been made magically. People are not supposed to be here usually.
Does the room look anything with my magic sight?
Yeah. Whole place is magic.
Okay.
You can see like the breathing and the moving of the magic and the very walls of No-Haven trees in this place.
I'll go over to Farron and see how he is.
He is unconscious.
Ira, could you help me, please?
Yeah, what's up?
Speak up, please.
Could you maybe could you heal Farron for me, please?
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed you have spell slots today.
That was impressive.
I didn't actually use that many during the fight. Yeah, that'll be a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Okay. He's already at full hit points.
Oh.
Is he awake?
No.
Can I?
I guess I don't need to roll.
Can
Do you want me
try
to
determine?
put cold water on him?
Can I try to just examine him further to see if I can
Make a medicine check.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Can I? Well, yeah. Okay. So
Advantage. You're being helped.
Okay, cool. Medicine. That's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. I wish it was intelligence. 13.
13. His body seems in perfect health. Everything looks exactly as promised, but
No soul.
hard to say.
Exodon's getting mad.
You're gonna hear a voice in your head. What? This wasn't me.
And do you know who it was?
Just mad laughter in the brain, as usual.
Would we be able? I mean, is it in the realm of Arcana checking and such that you could detect traces of other people's magic you're familiar with? I don't think we've ever really tried to do something like that.
This is out of your realm of knowledge.
Mm.
Someone went wrong and transferred for sure.
Right. I just mean in general. Is that something we could check
go ahead.
for?
Sorry.
Not currently.
Because I'm only asking because I was able to tell this when we were in hell.
Yeah.
Can I tell if his soul is here?
Make a religion check.
Well, a very unwelcome guest in my head just said that it wasn't his fault.
15.
So.
So you were able to tell life more than soul, and your medicine checks made you believe that the only reason why something wouldn't be working is because of soul. I will give you with that this seems like the same kind of scenario.
Okay.
It looks like the body that you saw in Sartaris was moved here without the soul.
Interesting.
I wonder how mad Perialt is at you. That's where his body was.
Oh, yeah.
It was on Azatherna.
Broke the promise
have to talk
quick.
to him.
It's been like less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, I have to talk to him.
What's wrong with him? won't he wake up?
I can't tell. It seems kind of. He seems to be in a similar state that I found you originally when you were in prison. At the time, we believed that it was your bodies were intact, but your souls were not present. There's a chance that somewhere along the transfer something occurred. A very unfriendly voice in my head just told me that it wasn't his fault.
So another demon?
Well, there's an off chance that, well, I did kind of sort of just also break a contract with the Demon King. I'm really doing a really bad job of all this. No, listen.
You broke the contract with the wrong one.
No, listen. In order to use the wand, I couldn't direct it at any of his heritage, and Lucidar is one of them. So, in my attempts at protecting the party, and in my haste, I forgot.
Even counterspell would count.
That's what it was?
It was a few things.
Oh,
You did multiple, yeah.
Oh. Dang it. Okay. I thought it was just some counter spells. I didn't target him with any damaging spells, though, did I?
I don't think so. Oh, there might have been one at the beginning. Oh, banishment. You tried to banish him right at the start.
Yeah.
I thought that I'd switched my wands, though, before that. Did I not signify that I switched focuses?
I watched it back. I wanted to be absolutely sure before this plot point became a thing, but yeah, can't be doing that, man.
Dang it! Well, I gotta give Perialt his pound of flesh, most likely.
Grounds.
You should talk to Nox. Maybe you can get him down here. We've been trying since he arrived.
Get him down here. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, because Nox is weird and you won't come down.
He probably doesn't like this place, and frankly, I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Well, let's take Farron and let's go.
Just check here every time I can. You know?
Should we just take Farron too?
Yeah, let's take Farron.
I was worried about moving him. Is that okay, you think?
We moved
What if
him
his
in
soul
as a
tries to
barrel.
come back to him and he's not here? You know? I don't know.
I don't think that's any of our worries for this situation. I think.
Okay, I was just trying to be cautious, so
No,
that
you're
everything all right.
Hey. It's okay.
That's not a bad thought.
It's okay.
Smart.
His breathing will slow.
We're gonna figure this out. I figured out how to get you two back. We can figure out how to get him back too. Okay. Do you trust me?
Always.
Kev will offer to carry him.
Thank you.
Because, you know,
Yeah. So we'll head back to the library proper. then.
Okay, easy enough. Wait for the moving staircases. Anything you guys want to do on the way there? Weiss and Cavion will follow.
Maybe you should call.
I can talk to Perialt at will. He before I put the wand away, I heard his voice.
Maybe
You
you should
stop-
say sorry or
you gotta stop
something.
talking to people that get in your head.
Don't get me started. And I'll reach into my bag of holding and I'll grab the wand.
Okay. It's kind of hot to the touch right now.
I will bear through it. King Perialt.
Did you want to talk to someone?
King Perialt, I come to offer my.
He's not here.
Oh.
Do you mind? I have conversations with much more important people to have.
I do.
Who is it?
It's
Exodon
It's
is
Exodon.
It's attempting to prevent you from contacting Perialt.
Move.
No.
Does anybody else have any other ways of contacting Perialt?
I mean, he's got
I
an
can
Azanite
try.
sword.
Bond the Azanite sword. I didn't think this was an option. Mr. Perio, Your Highness, sir.
Ah, Smear so should have tried to contact him through the arrows. I even thought of it.
I'm not sure how this is just like mentally just putting it out into the universe.
Feed him to the Sarlacc.
Rowan's trying to contact you to apologize about Lucid.
A
not
very
in-
serious mistake that I made.
about a mistake that he made.
A major misstep and lapse in judgment. And I come to offer my
Hold on, I'm
penance.
trying to.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
He's trying to concentrate, man.
Trying to concentrate. I've never tried this before.
Sorry, I'm just really nervous.
He's really nervous. I'm nervous.
Do you want me to
Hope you're doing
sending
well.
to Samira maybe instead of talking through a sword?
Send to Periel.
Oh yeah, maybe we should do a sending to Samira.
I'm just more familiar with Samira than
You can certainly try.
the King of Demons. So
Well, we had a whole. He and I had a moment. So I figured that would count for something.
Make try to decide between persuasion.
guidance.
I'm finding this hilarious. Just this whole conversation happening with the sword.
I was like, what? Why is
Okay.
everyone armed?
Alright. That's with guidance and persuasion. It's a natural 20. But that's a 25 total.
He broke our deal. Are you going to break our deal too?
Absolutely. What was our deal?
Then you can't use that sword on Lucidar either.
No, that wasn't part of the
He
deal.
has Joan's sword.
Oh yeah, that's
Don't
John's
you?
sword.
Yeah.
I can't. Can I make a history check?
Guidance.
Was it to protect his family?
Okay. 18.
You didn't make a deal.
Okay.
It was a bluff.
It was a bluff. What deal are you talking about?
Right.
Tell
Well, I'm
him.
very mad at him.
I would imagine so.
He broke our
yes.
contract.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him that I will.
There are
continue-
powers beyond my own.
This is mental. This is in my brain,
Yeah.
I assume.
There are powers beyond my own that can affect the dealings of a broken contract between demons.
Oh my.
Tell him that I will do whatever he asks.
He will do whatever you ask. This sounds like maybe another contract.
Wait.
Are you?
Whatever I ask?
Did you
No,
ask him if he did the
never
thing
mind.
with the soul? Because we could be going through this
Because I've
whole
tried to
thing.
reach him and it isn't working.
What?
There's a certain.
Oh, hold on, my daughter needs me.
Each time that
Hey!
Hey, girl!
each
What do you
time,
need?
each time that I try to reach out to Periel personally, it's just exit on the other line.
Okay. Guess I'll relay that information to Perialt.
Sure.
He's interfering.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Thank you.
Are you guys gonna stop before Nox's room? Because you're well up now.
I would imagine so.
Okay.
Gotta finish the
just
conversation.
I guess just to see if this
Uh,
works.
Are you saying this out loud as well? You're part of the conversation.
I'd be.
You kind of have to with the Azanite.
Yeah.
That's how it's
Then yeah.
Okay.
So that's a
I didn't know he was religious.
22.
I don't think that he is.
22?
Yeah.
Well, I have influence. But the rift in Nether that forges those contracts is not only between just the two of us. That being said, I would see that that wand gets destroyed so we cannot use it and break our deal further. That is my request.
Break the wand.
Yes, and the Azanite that I gifted out of kindness
And it
for
is.
my daughter,
It is very much
who
appreciated.
I am now going to continue my very pleasant conversation with.
It was very appreciated. Tell her I said hi.
Could you ask him if he did the soul thing?
What?
The guy's missing his soul. We assumed it was
He
Peria.
kind of alluded that it's probably because of that, but that, you know, the deals are forged
It's out
within
of
the
his
nether
control.
of the demon world. So it's kind of like with oaths. When oaths happen, like just bad stuff happens. Demonic contracts. You have not only the consequences to get the demon, but also that you broke and messed with powerful magics you do not understand.
It was very much appreciated for what was gifted.
Well,
Hope you're both doing well. Tosamira said hi.
Gotta destroy the wand then. It was fun
You
while
know
it
who can
lasted.
destroy the wand?
Lucky.
Do we know how to destroy
This
the
is
wand?
getting ridiculous.
So funny.
Lucky is the only person we've ever seen destroy Azanite.
It's actually hilarious.
But you know, it could be any radiant
No,
damage
Ira could
because
probably
she
do
used
it.
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I could probably. do
Yeah.
it.
More than likely.
Do you want to give it a shot?
What would I have to? I've never tried to destroy it before. I didn't even know Azanite was a thing until I met you.
Surprise.
Holy. My best guess, holy magic.
You really want me to destroy it?
That's what he asked for.
Bomb the sword away, just to
Just get it
avoid
out of the way.
any backfire.
Yeah.
I'm keeping mine. Thank you.
Everyone hides their Azanite things.
That's what he asked for.
Alright. Holy magic.
I'm not trying to get into any more
oh,
hot
we're
water
doing
with
this
the
now.
demons gang.
As
the
I
only
assumed
person
we wanted
talking
to do it right
next.
away.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I can wait out here while you talk to Nox. And just sit and try.
We could do this after.
Okay.
Dr. Knox first?
Yeah.
Knox first. Okay. Oh, we're going now then.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you guys all want to go in?
Yeah.
Same thing, wall of bubbles. Go through the bubbles. Lots of fog sounds. And as you walk into the office, Nox is crying.
Nox?
You hear kind of a
Hey, what's Ron is very ill-equipped to deal with this situation, but he will run up anyway. He'll try to kind of like hug him. Be
he'll
like,
look at you with a kaleidoscope in his hand. Rowan's!
Multiple.
Is everything
It's so beautiful.
I knew it. I knew it was a joke.
it's Hey, is everything okay?
How long it wanted to look at just one Rowan. Rowans.
And he'll just come over. He'll like pull him in tight.
I lost him.
I'm
they go?
right here. I'm so sorry.
Hello.
Hi. We got all the stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. I've been preparing the spell.
Oh, perfect.
Good.
I'll pull out all the goodies.
Farron. Oh, shh. Farron's sleeping.
Hey,
He's not going to wake up anytime soon.
Oh, good.
yeah.
You should get his rest. It's been a long time in hell.
Yeah.
Right. He's right. You're not wrong.
We might be dealing with the backdraft of a different demonic contract that I may have made and broken. But, you know.
He's gonna like pull out a book, and then like a microwave-shaped like container will like open from a bookshelf thing. And you see that there's like dozens of runes in there, like on the walls, like made of chalk.
Yeah.
Looks kind of creepy. It's like this black container.
Yeah.
All right. So put the kaleidoscope in there. My things.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll give him it's the Fey Fire Root,
Yeah.
the Scepter of Silver Wings, the Crystal Dewdrop, the Moonlit Fern, and the Dust of a Golden Pixie.
This isn't lettuce.
Wrong list, Nox. Wrong
Right. He's gonna take the pixie dust. He's gonna get very serious. He's gonna like put it down in the box. He's just kind of forming the spell in there. He's gonna take the moonlit fern. He's like gonna grind it in a little bowl. And he's gonna like take a pinch and sprinkle it around. He'll take the crystal dewdrop. He'll put it right in the center of the new circle of the golden pixie dust. He's gonna take out the Fey Fire root and take a bite of it.
could just get him a snack.
Did you even need that for the...
We visited the plane of fire for that one.
Oh, yes. Take a much slower bite. Of course.
You better give me a taste of that if you're giving... No! Hey, just a little bit.
No! He's gonna like try to hold it
Did
high.
we
You're
only
taller.
get one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What does it taste like?
That's so funny.
Fire.
Yum.
And the scepter?
Oh, this guy.
Wonderful. He's gonna take it, and as he puts it upward, it pretty much fits exactly in this box from tall to lower. He's gonna place it in there. He's gonna cast a little spell and kind of like start fusing a little bit of platinum. You're gonna see like drops of platinum start to melt off of it. As the spell will start, there'll be a very powerful like pink magic come down. You're gonna see a bunch of bubbles come down and like fly around you guys while this is happening, almost like you guys are all part of this incantation. And he will chant and chant and chant until everything else is gone. And he's gonna take Kaleidoscope back up. He's gonna walk over to his desk and just break the glass. He's gonna take out a little piece from inside of it. Okay. Scroll. Lots of scrolling on the rest of this. Where is it? Cool. So he takes it out, and it looks like to be a little like eye, almost like a little glass eye. He's gonna take out his own wand, and he's gonna like put it on the bottom of it, and you see this beautiful piece of wood, brilliantly crafted. It's probably out of the tree of No Haven itself, which is very sacred. You're really not supposed to touch or mess with the tree unless you have very special permission. That's why the Ebon Rift is such a big deal, because that whole tree is magic, as its roots extend far into the Feywild. And so this high concentration of the Feywild magic with the platinum glass eye is going to combine. Runes are going to appear all up and down that are etched into the wand. This is my own wand. I've fought many battles with this wand. I've learned many things. It's gonna raise it high in the air, and all the bubbles are gonna fly up around you guys. I don't have a lot of spells left. Not much left to do in this life, I think. I've made mistakes. I'd like to give this to you, Rowan. But after you learn what I did, you don't have to keep it if you do not want to be a part of my legacy. Got a wand. It's pretty funny that the wand thing happened right after the old one. You were gonna get this one anyway. It's like, oh, new wand, cool. Just barely.
But I thought we were trying to see the contract. I'll kind of more closely examine the wand, I guess. What are the runes? Am I able to make out the...
You need to cast Identify.
Okay, I'll cast Identify.
It doesn't take a spell slot because this wand can cast Identify at will.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Whoa. Get out of my brain.
Go ahead and unprepare that spell, Kevin.
This is Ernax.
Ernax.
Wand of No Haven.
Ernax. Where's Michael Jordan? A
Like
spellcasting.
H-A...
Yes. Ernax. H-E-I-R-N-O-X. Wand of No Haven.
His airness.
It's another big weapon.
Am I probably not gonna ever need it?
You may cast Identify at will. When you cast Detect Magic with this wand, it will also allow you to see demonic contracts, who they are attached to, and what they entail as long as you
spells
speak
I can
the
prepare.
language.
Let's go.
You may also sacrifice 10 willing creatures to regain up to 5 level spell slots. 5 level 1 spell slots, 1 level 5 spell slot, etc. And you may use this feature once a day.
May sacrifice people?
10 willing creatures.
So, like, would the skeletons count?
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Knox has done some shit.
That's a huge ability.
Yeah, that's insane. Okay. Do you have a card for that I'll get at some point?
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Or at least the information I'd like to.
Yeah. Wow. This is dark magic. What did you do?
You'll have to look.
He might have a demonic contract.
Cast Detect Magic.
So, instead of the yellow glow, what you see around you is an infernal world of magic. You see black fire and outlines of ichor and dark red. You see these floating scrolls around the room. And you learn some pretty interesting information. You have to go up and look at the scrolls, but what you see is a floating scroll, and it's usually connected to and attaches to a person, and they'll have that outline of dark magic if they have a contract.
Yeah.
So, Kevin doesn't have one.
Yeah.
So you see.
Yeah.
If I don't want to add more to the prophecy, not right now.
Not right now.
So you look around the room. You see. First, you have 2 contracts attached to you.
Yeah.
You have Perialts and Exodons. You see Nox has a contract attached to him as well. If you had the Dawn Keepers here, you would probably be able to see and make out Wilbur's
contract,
and
yeah.
Calliope's. Marv also has one.
Hello?
I knew what
So
it
there
was.
are 4 demonic contracts in this room.
What?
Read them all of them.
Is it the pamphlet? Is it the
Marv
pamphlet?
Basilius Arson.
Oh, don't you worry, I will. But I will go to Nox's first. Well, actually, no, I will. I think I'll read my own, the one with Exodon first.
Footnotes,
Yeah.
because I didn't feel like writing super long poetry because it's supposed to be a really long script.
No, you totally.
Rowan is to be a vessel of Exodon. This transformation happens 4 times for up to 3 minutes each. The bodies and souls of your 4 talents on each transformation will combine and be returned to the place they were taken from the Feywild. Exodon will completely release the Talon from all contracts and power and have no power over them. That was pre-existing. While Exodon is in control, no members of Maximus Ultor or the Knights of Berador may be killed or maimed.
I did very specifically incorporate that clause. There was one.
Wait, did this happen after you joined Maximus Ultor?
No, you can now watch the
You can now
one-off
watch the
that
portion.
Ben had.
Sick.
Because that was a meeting with the
Wait, which
Subliminal.
episode is
You are
that?
now allowed to watch that one mono.
While we were in
mono
the
portion.
prison.
You heard scary laughter in the
Yeah.
other
Oh, right.
Oh,
I
yeah,
knew
yeah,
it!
Yeah.
You all said I was crazy.
So that was when I made the
he would not steal any keystones.
Good.
He'll be able to switch to Rowan's body at will, and Rowan will not remember that this deal was struck.
Yeah.
Exodon will not engage in quotations, mass carnage. The exact words he used. And Exodon will bleed residual power into Rowan, strengthening his capabilities.
He's not really done that though.
If he hasn't, then he's broken the contract.
Interesting. Maybe I should just try casting
Can you see if the contract's been
Broken.
damaged?
Does the
It
contract?
does not work that way.
Oh, I can't.
Once it is written with the powers of the Dark
And then
Nether,
it's
a contract.
Yeah, and then I was already aware of Periel's. I'll go over and read Nox's.
Okay. As he sees you walk over to him, he's gonna resume crying.
It's okay.
Don't read it.
It's okay.
Read it. You should probably read it. Do it.
In exchange for unlimited knowledge of the multiverse, Nox will supply Exon with 5 jailers for the damned. They will rule over his fiery kingdom with a fist of iron.
That's why it was said.
That's how you found the book.
Nox will raise a powerful wizard as his son. He will be forged into a sword for the jailer of the damned.
Damn.
There's an additional part of the contract. There's like an addendum or something that was added later. Rowan will be allowed to remain with Nox in his studies, but should Rowan fail to be Exodon's sword, Nox will offer another 10 sons.
And you couldn't talk about it, could you? Or you just wouldn't?
Nowhere in the demonic contract did he lose his memory, have his wits not about him, or was forbidden to speak of it.
How could you? He's gonna just turn away.
Oh, man.
He'll not.
You betrayed us 3 times.
This was also, I guess, a little bit of a detail. This was made when he was very young. Like he's not even going to bring it up. He's not making any excuses. But
Rowan just needs a minute.
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Rowan needs a minute. This is a very, very. He has so many big feelings.
It also explains why he hasn't taken any sons after you, even though he's supposed to.
He's breaking the contract.
Rowan will blink tears from his eyes, but he'll kind of turn, and to give him something else to focus on, he'll read Marv's contract because he's also immensely curious.
Do we know that's what Rowan's doing right now, walking around the room?
He didn't share any of that information.
He hasn't shared anything. He also doesn't share what the wand does. You guys are all just standing in silence as he's crying and Rowan's walking around.
Rowan is also crying now.
You started speaking. No? Okay.
I feel like this whole
Marv
thing has been conversations we should not be
has
part
a
of.
contract with someone named Icarus Johannesson. Icarus Johannesson.
Someone like a person.
It's a demonic contract, so
Interesting.
demon
Okay.
person, but they're named Icarus Johannesson.
Okay.
It is a very mortal sounding name for
It
a demonic
is.
contract.
It really is.
There are promises. I will always guide you back to your allies when you are lost. Save the world. Protect Ida. Make sure the prophecy you were told in the bar comes to pass. Should you complete these steps, I, the Wishmaker, will grant you 1 wish.
Holy shit, that's his name.
The Wishmaker.
That's the gold teeth.
That's the
gold
tiefling.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Shit.
That's the coolest contract I've ever read.
I think, in the midst of that, that is where we're going to end today's session.
Damn it.
Did you have all of that information? Did you know that?
Did you know all that?
Did you know?
Who's to say? Sneaky guy.
So mean.
Parker, I love you.
Thank you guys
Sneaky
for
guy.
watching. We will see how Rowan reacts to this new information and what he chooses to share and divvy
That's crazy.
about these demonic contracts next time on Downstage
Chris
Dungeons.
Johannesson.
Icarus Johannesson.
Johannesson.
Wow.
The name of the
Okay.
gold teeth.
What it
Whoa.
Thank you guys for watching. Could be that, I don't know, someone called the Wishmaker. I don't know the whole thing.
The
Thank you guys
only
for
person
watching.
we've ever seen cast wish ever.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.